treasures I haven't seen. Taking all the life, it hits the spot. Walking on fantasy. So take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made up, baby, that's made up all that we find. The waters, oh, it's hard. I think we're getting close. Racing through the waves, I want to be where nobody knows. Take me, baby, take me to a state of mind that's made up, baby, that's made up all that we find. Electric, feel it in your hands. Hypnotic, watch your body dance. Happiness, this is what we say.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us on the stream. Before we begin, I'd just like to make a short announcement saying that we have a few of the other games being streamed on the Re-ACE YouTube channel. So if you don't see your team that you want to support on this stream, please go check out the other stream and give them some support as well. So hi, firstly, my name is Proxy, and I'm joined by the real Pickle, the OG Pickle.
Indeed. Yes, I'm glad you're introducing me like that. I am definitely the OG Pickle. Hello, ES. Hello, everybody.
And welcome tonight. The first game of the evening will be Voxcom IT versus C2M. So let's just go over some of the rosters, get familiar with the names a little bit, because we're definitely going to need to learn these names quickly. So firstly, on the Voxcom IT side, we have the Afterlife, ZA, Skeletor, Dr. Zerofly, Erexni, and Worst Nightmare. Now on the C2M side, we have Terabyte, Night Viking, Crovax, Southern Horned Puffin, which is a very interesting name, and Kira. So in terms of where we are in the placement maps for this corporate league, we are on round 4. So a lot of these teams have already, had their first taste of a little bit of a competitive CS, and we've had some pretty interesting maps. I think we've still stuck with the standard, old culprits. We've got some Mirage, Infernos, all the basics. But in terms of tonight's game, let's get into it. Let's start talking about what we're going to expect, what we want to see, what we don't want to see. So, Pickle, what do you want to see tonight?
I would like to see a balanced game. I hate games where the one team runs away from the other team. So, give and take a couple of few rounds between each other. Some good eco management, hopefully. That's always the things I hope for.
Yeah, I'm definitely hoping for no one-sided CS:GO, because that's never something that you want to watch. It's never a fun time to watch. So, hopefully we will be seeing a little bit more give and take, as you mentioned, with both of these teams in terms of the prior results. Obviously, all these matches are BO1s for those of you who are new or who don't exactly know the structure. They're just basically placement matches to get all the teams in their relative groups before we go on to the final group stages. So the issue I always have with BO1s is you never know what could happen in a BO1. I mean, you could have your top tier teams lose to a team because they're just not prepared for what that team might take out. Whereas the BO3, you at least have time to kind of suss out your enemy and then come back and counteract whatever stress they are throwing at you if you can't manage to do that mid game. Whereas the BO1, you don't have that comfortability, and that's kind of just an easier easier lineup to go through. So it does seem like the teams are going to be getting ready. So while we let them just get their placements, in terms of map picks, the age-old question, and I'm going to be asking it to you 3 times tonight, Pickle. What do you want to see?
I've heard earlier that you are not a fan of it, but I would definitely like to see Mirage. And I also love Nuke. I'm such a big fan of Nuke. So for me personally, Nuke or Mirage, what do you think?
I think in terms of what I want to see, in terms of what I'm expecting to see, are 2 very different things. I'm expecting, your old standard culprits, as I mentioned earlier, either Mirage and Inferno, maybe a Dust, or if we're really feeling cheeky, they might even go to Overpass. But I do agree with you. Nuke would be great to see. I like the versatility of Nuke, and I also really like the versatility of Train. And hell, if I'm gonna be begging for Nuke and Train, I might as well start begging for Vertigo as well. But I'm not gonna do that. So we won't just talk. We just won't talk about that map.
Keep our expectations realistic.
No. I'm keeping them realistic, but I definitely don't want to see a Vertigo. But so moving on in terms of what we were talking about briefly, what we want to see and what we're kind of expecting, I guess, would be the next question. Are you expecting Voxcom IT or C2M to be taking the W tonight?
No,
that's not an answer to my question. Let's try that again. Voxcom IT or C2M? I'm expecting you to say purple now at this point. Okay, it's fine. I respect.
I'm so bad at betting. I don't want to screw it up for the team.
So I understand that you give a caster's curse, but just try.
Okay, I'm hoping for the Voxcom IT guys. I'm rooting for them. I don't know why, but I've just got this feeling. And if the guys lose, please don't blame it on me. What are your predictions, yes?
Oh,
how the tables have turned.
I can ask the question, doesn't mean I have to answer the question. No, but in all honesty, I'm not too I guess I'm not too invested on either side. I want to stay as objective as possible, but I have a feeling. I have a feeling that that Voxcom might take it. But since you said Voxcom, I'll say C2M. So just so we keep it
the same people. Listen, I want to be shocked. I want to have an upset of C2M winning. Who doesn't like a good upset?
No, definitely. Just for those of you who are watching, please do go check out the RAS as they are currently having a giveaway, I believe. Oh yes. So it is a lovely little bit of a more interesting giveaway that you'll probably take advantage of on the weekends, hopefully. We are giving away 2 cases of Fok of Lager. So please go to the REA's Facebook pages. There will be details on how to enter. You can like the REA's esports page, share the post, the original post that will be on the page, follow all the steps that need to be entered, and then just, if you want to better your chances, go ahead and tag 3 of your mates that you're probably going to be drinking with or not sharing with your winnings. Either way, go check it out. An awesome giveaway by one of the sponsors, and yeah, I mean, I entered that. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely entered that.
Hey, it's so hot. What are you gonna say?
It's also Fok of Lager. Who doesn't want a whole case of Fok of Lager? Hello?
I see in the chat there, Queen Gamer is voting for Voxcom, Kira for C2M, I wonder why, and Rich NSA for Voxcom.
Well, let's hopefully see that your guys' teams win. I don't know. I want, if I could, I would have both of them taking the win. Yeah, interesting. I think there might have been a miscommunication. Normally the knife rounds are on long, but it does seem like Voxcom opted to take a little bit of a cheeky middle.
Yeah.
Well, other way there.
Only the
Going into the knife round.
Yeah,
I mean, we at least have a pair having a fun time on air right now. Just a little bit of give and take. So, with the knives being exchanged, it does seem like CTM is a little bit on the back foot. I don't think they were expecting this mid-play either way, so they seem to be a little confused themselves. But yeah, so the winner of this will get to choose to ban the maps first, which obviously, if you're not too great on all the maps, this is definitely a knife round that you would want to win. Rexney's just doing his best job of running away. And now just a 1v1. And Rexney's actually going to take it for Voxcom. So we are going to let the map picks now go away. We'll just keep you guys updated as soon as it goes. In terms of, I guess, just how things are going to be going, if Voxcom are going to keep doing the unexpected, like going up mid on a knife round, I think we might have a very interesting game.
Yeah, you definitely don't see a mid-knife on Dust. No! They banned Nuke. Why would they do that? I swear they're listening to us and just be like, hey, let's upset the casters.
I think they felt it in the universe that you wanted Nuke and they said, nope, can't do that.
They don't want to see me this happy. I think especially in the BO1 games, you'll usually end up with the safer maps. The Dust, Inferno. Yeah,
you'll probably tend to want to go for your easier maps, something that's got like a kind of a default split. You've got a B-side and maybe a mid-side split. That's why I call them the general culprits, because they are the most played games. So... Alright, well, I mean, Vertigo and Nuke have already been taken out, Inferno's already been taken out, so... Mirage and Dust are still in the pool, as well as Train and Overpass. Oh, well, as I said it, there goes Mirage.
Will we see a Train?
I would really love to see a Train, in all honesty.
Train would be so fun to watch.
A Train just it's such an interesting map to watch, but also just... really, I would guess a bit of a more team-based map for me, from my side. It does seem though that we will be going to Overpass tonight, so I did say if they're feeling a little cheeky, they might go to Overpass, so I'm happy to see that we are feeling a little cheeky. Hopefully we see a little bit more unexpected plays tonight, because as it is a corporate league, I would assume everyone else, myself included, would go into this viewing party, not exactly expecting the top tier like strats and the top tier setups, as you know these are corporate team players. So to see an overpass now come out, which is a map that is pretty much famous for its CT side aggression, in addition to its T side aggression, I'm curious. I wonder if this is just exactly what Voxcom IT might have wanted, since they did go for that little bit of a mid cheekiness on that knife round. So I'm excited to see this going.
What are your feelings on overpass in terms of balancing rotation, CT versus T?
For me, in terms of, I guess we can tackle it one at a time. So CT rotations, generally, from what I've seen, you have your standard A setup. You've got two players towards the A side, whether they're taking pretty like aggressive A angles or they're falling back to site, and then you generally have three people on B, with the one being the main rotator. So often I've seen teams, I guess more in the matchmaking circle of things, play a 2A, 2B, and then one in connector, which often gets that one player in connector isolated, or puts them sets them up for a bit of a flank if the enemy team doesn't check it. So it's honestly, in terms of rotations, it's honestly going to come down to how the CT side, whoever it may be, is going to choose to set up their defaults. In terms of the terrorists, I mean, because we have that lovely little connector part right there, it does allow for quick rotation, but a quick rotation at the sacrifice of giving pretty much all your sound cues away. So it's honestly just going to come down to how the defaults are set up and how much time they're willing to waste. But I mean, enough asking me questions. How about I ask you a question? Do you believe this is a T-sided or CT-sided?
I think I'm not disregarding any professional's opinion, but I personally feel that really depends on the team and the players. So you'll get a player that prefers overpass and he plays a really good T-side on overpass, and you'll get another player that does not like overpass, maybe he'll prefer the offensive side. So I think it really depends on the team mostly, more than it depends on the map.
It's never a fun question to ask. I'm sorry for putting you in that situation.
No, not at all. That's my opinion on every map, honestly.
No, I do the same and say just about the same. But that being said, we are going to be going into our first round. We are going to be having I believe it's Voxcom IT sitting on the CT side.
Yes, it looks like that's what we'll have.
Well, they're about to do the swaps and stays and whatnot right now. But as you mentioned, it depends a lot on the team, and especially with a case like a corporate league, we have to be quite open-minded when we go to our usual statistical analysis, as we would say, because you really you can't put all your chickens in a basket, as they would say. And we do have Voxcom starting on the CT side and C2M starting on the T side. That being said, now I want to see what they're going to pull out for their first round. Pistol strats are such a dime a dozen, and I've seen a few around the worlds myself, so I'd be curious to see if C2M are going to just commit to one bomb site, or if they're actually going to be pulling out a little bit of a cheeky execute. I do see a few flashes and smokes coming through, so C2M do seem to be going towards a B execute here, quite a fast one at that. They're not being very reserved in terms of their sound cues, and they're going to be throwing all the flashes and smokes right out, going straight through that molly onto the B side. So now Voxcom are going to be tested immediately. Worst Nightmare gets the first shot and is already going on to his second kill of the match tonight. Doing very good work with this defensive here. That Nage is going to be chipping away at his HP. So far, C2M haven't really managed to take down the site. Already flanks coming in. Krovak's going to be in the perfect position to get his own 2K. And now that opens up just the perfect time for the rotation. Ooh, the Afterlife has the right idea. Just barely got the timing right, though. But that is a lot of information now for Voxcom, so they are aware that C2M is busy rotating, and they're going to be just in time to stop it. Ooh, but not if Night Viking is going to be going on with those kind of one-taps. The bomb is going to go down now for C2M, and now Voxcom in a 2v3 so quickly has this turned around as Worst Nightmare chimes in and gets the kill, puts it on even numbers now. In terms of HP, still pretty even, so this is anyone's game, except if Worst Nightmare goes and gets himself the ace for the first match of tonight. Extremely well played there. I mean, he was just getting one taps all the day around on B sides, and then he converted it into a full-on ace.
Absolutely. And I think the one thing here, what an ace. Let's start off with that. And then next up, I think the one thing that works in the CT's favor, especially if you're playing more of a passive CT, is B and A side are very close to each other, and it's quite a safe rotate for CT players to take.
Yeah, no, definitely. The only time it becomes a bit of a detriment is that they don't have the timing right. And Voxcom had the information that they needed with the Afterlife taking that all important aggressive peek towards connector to make sure that the terrorists are rotating. So very extremely good communication and information gathering there from Voxcom IT. Going into the second round now, though, it is a pistol round. I do see some dualies, though. I'm very happy about that. It's going to depend, though, if he can use them to take down Zero Fly. Now Skeletor in and very close. These pistols are doing so much damage now. And already 2 guns down. Also 2 of their best guns for the side of Voxcom IT already down. So this A push was going very smoothly. But Afterlife ZA getting 2 cheeky peeks there. Already on a 2k. And numbers though still not in their advantage. But if they keep hitting shots like that, I don't think it's going to matter. A lot of damage getting chimed away now, going for the offensive with those dualies. Afterlife still doing all the job that he needs to, already on his third. Worst Nightmare on for another clutch, 2 rounds in a row. 1v1 versus Night Viking now. He does have the gun advantage. Spots him out, takes him down, and already second round for Voxcom IT.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think it's a good thing that they got to save that AUG for their team. That was quite a risky buy going into the second round.
No, definitely. I mean, it was already looking a little shaky when their best guns, both of the AUGs, went down in the first 2 seconds to do a few pistols.
Yeah.
Not a good start to the round, but I mean, Worst Nightmare, the Afterlife especially, getting three kills with a USP. He clearly is great at pistols, so
I mean,
I think I need to take some lessons for pistol rounds from Voxcom IT. And now just slowing it down on the third round, seeing a little bit of a default. Ooh, Skeletor. Equal trade so far from both sides. 1 kill down each. He heard him indeed! Beautiful one-taps there from both Night King and Kira. Night Viking. And now, again, 2v4, which seems to be Voxcom's bread and butter, as Worst Nightmare chimes in first, gets himself a 2k, nearly converted to the 3k, and now the bomb should be going down. Oh, but this. Ooh, okay.
What is he doing?
I was about to say, I don't know if they were going for the inverted plant there, but that would have been a horrible decision. I guess he chose otherwise just at the last second, and Night Viking making it his second kill of the round and netting them their first round of tonight. So
definitely hurt Voxcom's eco. I mean, look at that 8k, 4k, and then 222.
yeah, Worst Nightmare obviously sitting pretty on top of everyone else just because he's been getting so many kills, but for the rest of his team, it does seem like they're going to be opting for a little bit of a force buy. A few rifles dropped here and there, so they at least have 2 rifles, but the other 2 players on the Voxcom side are left with pistols, and C2M are going to be opting for a bit of a B aggression here. They've already got 4 players all the way situated just outside Monster, ready to execute this B site, and it does seem like Voxcom are aware of that, as we already see one of the players rotated. Rotated back already, so this the slow pace from CTM is actually maybe catching Voxcom off guard. They're not exactly sure where CTM is aiming towards, which not opting to have that third play on B might be what's costing them, as the smokes are coming through. Execution is starting to get going, and there's a lot of work that these players are going to have to do with these guns.
Down a pair there.
Oh,
Full spray by West Nightmare, unfortunately, gets taken down.
still such even trades from both sides so far.
Yeah.
Nothing really. Ooh, Night Viking getting a nice one-tap there onto our. Ooh, and then Skeletor getting caught out there. Unfortunately, though, for Voxcom IT, they couldn't really keep that B defense down. They did force into that round as well, so they are going to be going on to a save round. It should just be a single save if they manage the economy correctly, but the Afterlife sitting on 1-5, so for him, Even if they do manage to buy up, it's going to be a bit of a shoddy buy kind of vibe.
Yeah, the thing is, if you look at the scoreboard at the moment, if you look at Voxcom, look at the kill difference between Worst Nightmare and the player underneath him. And then if you look at the kill difference for C2M, this just tells me that Voxcom has a star player. And this is quite an early game still, I know. But if I was C2M, I'd take him down like they just have and work on taking down the weaker players, if I'm allowed to use that word. But the trades are more even for C2M. As soon as you take down,
I agree with what you're saying. From what C2M have gathered, as long as they take out Worst Nightmare, they should be in the clear for the rest of the round. But so far, Rexney, Zerofly, and Afterlife are doing in and putting in a shift to make sure that that doesn't happen. Zerofly gets down the first kill. Rexney does get taken down there by Krovax, but equal damage getting traded, and now the Afterlife is on the flank. Is going to manage to pick up an AK, is not going to be looking at Night Viking's side. Does manage, but is not checking his corner, and Krovax gets a very easy kill. Zerofly already under fire, and Terabytes and Krovax have all the information they need to rotate to this B bomb side and get a free plant. It's a 2v1 of the situation, but the HP for the C2M side is extremely low, so they need to be careful in this post plant situation right now. I think Zerofly is, yeah, he might opt to save this depending on their, well, I guess depending on what the call is made from the team, which it does seem like to be a save, as they really need to save at this point. I mean, the money situation for Voxcom IT, though they've been getting the frags, especially with, you know, the lesser pistols or the SMGs and whatnot, they've been making their money, but also losing it just as fast.
I would not give my paycheck to them. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I mean, it is the IT department versus the chartered accountant department, so...
Fair enough. Fair enough. I would not trust my money in an IT person's hands.
I mean, we do okay, thank you very much. Goodness gracious, I come from IT, thank you very much.
Okay, I'll pick my audience.
Either way, though, C2M is going to have their third round, and going into the sixth round now after tonight's match. Voxcom have managed now to get enough capital together to get a full buy. We already see the orb coming out now from RXNE, and similarly, C2M also have full rifles and an AWP setup, so it's really going to be about trades here as we do go finally into our first round of a full buy. Our RXNE is going to chime in first and take down Night Viking, which was the AWP for C2M's side, so that long-range capability has just been taken out, but C2M already going for this B execute. Already 3 players on short, 1 player pushed through Monster, and this B side is completely theirs. We only have 1 player on the side of Voxcom sitting in the corner, is going to not catch Kira out. I don't know how that happened, but Kira managed to get the 180 kill and has netted them a complete bomb site. Now Voxcom in a 3v4 situation though. Oh, Skeletor getting a nice shot there onto the Southern Horned Puffin. Going on to this B retake. The nade's doing a lot of damage right now. Ooh! Skeletor just getting caught out, not looking at the right place at the right time. And now just a 2v3 retake. RXNE getting that first kill, but immediately gets traded out. Krovax doing a lot of work now. Only Kira left. He's gotten the 180 already, and it seems like he's going to be netting himself around as well. He might die, though, if he doesn't get a move on.
That's fine. He died for a good cause.
Ooh.
He didn't die. But it was for a good cause.
You couldn't have been closer, though. I mean, that's 8 HP. I mean, kudos to Kira there.
HP to save, okay? He was fine.
And save they did as we do go into the 7th round. Now, CTM's actually sitting on a 4v2. I think what you were saying earlier about, you know, Voxcom having their star player, and as long as that star player is not in a position to frag out, CTM are having a pretty easy chance of taking these rounds. Not to dumb it down, though, onto the Voxcom side. All of their players so far have been doing star performances. I mean, I'm happy to see the Negev coming out from Afterlife today. I appreciate it. I love that gun.
Why?
I often play with that gun. It's like my second rifle. I love it. Ooh, Dr. Zerofly, though, is going to get caught out by Krovax. Tried to take that early aggression, and Korvax just won the 1v1 with almost no HP taken away from him. So C2M now sitting very comfortably in terms of a number advantage, as it does seem like they're taking a bit of a slower approach to this A bomb site. Arexni gets Kira down, but immediately gets traded, and the trades are just coming through as Krovax gets himself a 2k, and now just the star player left to defend this this round still. But I mean, in a 1v4, what can we really ask
And
of
a
him?
P90.
Let's not say anything about the P90. The P90 is a very scary gun.
It is a very scary gun, and I don't know why.
If I see someone charging at me with a P90, I immediately panic. I can't not panic.
I
It's
think
the
that's
sound.
the whole thing. It's super intimidating.
The sound of that gun intimidates me to no end. But Worst Nightmare does need to actually get a move on, because in the position he is now, he will die to the bomb, which I hope he gathers shortly. Looks like he is playing for exit, is going to catch out Terabytes, but he's not going to have time to get this gun, and he might get caught out by Krovax if he's not careful. Oh, instead, he's going to make sure that Krovax dies. He's not realizing there's an AK on the floor there, but either way, maybe he prefers the P90. We no judge.
He bought it, so you made the bed, you lay in it. In your
Seems to be-
P90 bed.
That seems to be the theme for tonight, as C2M is making themselves a 5-round bed, and they are very comfortably laying in it. Still, again, this buyout coming from Voxcom, not a very comfortable buy.
No, and I'm not a fan of these buys. If you do it once and it works out for you, I'm so happy for you. But if you've done it a couple of times now and it's not working out for you, rather save, get better weapons, get the util to back up those weapons, and then take it from there.
And it's exactly that. Voxcom IT have time and time again opted to just do a force buy or just do, a semi-buy. So far they haven't had a full save, but let's see what this P90 can do, as Worst Nightmare runs up to the players at Monster, just chimes away at their HP, and now I've already got 4 players. I have a lot of confusion, as there's 4 players of Voxcom IT on this B site. They net the bomb, and now it's only Krovax left in a 1v3 with an AWP to clutch it out. Does get the first shot into Dr. Zerofly. Very nice shot there. But you've still got 2 players that you need to convert. You've just saw one of them cross to Terracide. And now what do you have to do? You have to clutch, get the bomb, still figure out where the other player is. And time is ticking down, as it's 45 seconds left to do it. He has the time, but with all the angles that he needs to check and the amount of players.
That does not have the discipline to stay still.
He's opted not to care about sound cues. Okay, we don't care about sound cues this map.
No.
Clearly, this play around the smoke, he might actually catch Worst Nightmare off guard, but does he expect Afterlife just to be exactly behind him on the flank? He has to take this bomb plant, so he might get caught out now. She's almost planted in the water there. And now Afterlife on the flank here knows exactly where the bomb is. But is he going to figure out where Krovax is sitting? The timing is so beautiful right now. He doesn't see Krovax crossing into that graffiti position, so he has no idea where Krovax is sitting, and he's wasting a lot of time now checking all these angles. He has the utility, though. I'm not quite sure why he's not making use of it, but either way, he's going to just opt to hard clear every single angle, and with that little bit of confusion, the panic is setting in. Krovax throws that molly, and that's it for Afterlife. He has to save that AWP. He has to try and save his life, as well as the 6th round for C2M will be coming through. And I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm quite lost for words.
Same here.
This is not.
There, along with it, just worked out perfectly in favor of Krovax.
Not just that, but it's been working out in favor of C2M so far for 6 rounds in a row. They have not dropped a single round for the last 6 rounds.
Yeah,
I mean, we had.
Where Vox is like, fine, let's just play.
I think that might be why it keeps coming down to these force buys every single round. They, like I said, they have not managed to do a full save a single round.
They have
this
full
match.
weapons now, but once again, there we see Arexni with the AWP, full armor kit, but no util.
And he's so far forward on this long position with no support. Alright, I say no support, but here his teammate is in bathrooms just chiming away, but
Yes.
no trade. No trades. And Krovax and Night Viking are just going to make sure that this long position is under their control, as only the Afterlife was left, and now Skeletor left in a 1v4. And again, On the flank is Krovax taking the last kill of the 7th round. I mean, at this point, you have to wonder if Voxcom IT are going to learn from their mistakes and save a round.
I'm hoping that's what.
Well, as we go into the giveaway, why don't I remind you guys of a lovely little giveaway that... sorry, as we go into the timeout. I think I said as we go into the giveaway. Either way. Let's talk about the giveaway. So we are giving away 2 cases of Forkov Lager, proudly sponsored, and I'm sure proudly would be won by any one of you. So if you do want to get more details on exactly how to get your hands on this wonderful giveaway, go check out their Facebook page, go check out the original post. You need to like the RES esports page, like the Forkov Lager page, follow the steps you need to, and share and tag your mates. Going into the 10th round now, Voxcom again doing a semi-buy, semi-save. I don't know if it's coming down to a communication error.
Was a smoke break.
Maybe. It doesn't seem like it was a strategy call, as Voxcom still seem to be doing the exact same thing that they are, and we're not seeing a full save, and this half buy is just not working in their favor as West Nightmare already goes down, and
Erexni is AFK.
Shortly followed by the Afterlife, and Rexney just coming back though, but he only has a USP to handle these AKs. Actually manages to take Kira down, but there is still going to be a bomb plant going down in favor of C2M. Ooh, Zero Fly though. Doing a lot of damage there. But still, this 2v3 doesn't seem like it's going to work. Although, we have Skeletor on the flank, he is going to relinquish his mobility there and just give away his position, but already Dr. Zerofly taken out, and 2v1 Skeletor still going for this, it seems. Maybe nesting for a little bit of extra cash with that XM. He's going to try and save the AK.
I would not call that a save, yes.
I mean, I would have saved in that situation, but I mean, apparently that is not what we do here. My apologies.
If I take a look at Voxcom's performance with pistols, I would not mind saving and just.
It's exactly that. They've been so incredibly good with their pistol rounds that what is the harm in taking a save?
Yeah.
But I mean, they do have the money now. I don't see a lot of utility usage from Voxcom IT, so that might be why they're opting to just rather spend the money on armor, guns, and defuse kits and not bother buying any kind of util, which is why they might be, comfortable just forcing up. Which is what we not call a full buy, but Worst Nightmare might disagree with you there, as he does get the first kill. The Afterlife, though, gets traded out pretty much immediately, so still numbers advantage sitting pretty comfortably, I would say, before Dr. Zerofly just takes out Krovax and nets themselves the bomb position, as C2M now have to try and recover this bomb. Already 2 CTs. Oh, protecting its Skeletor, taking a worthy fight, taking down Night Viking. I mean, I don't know, these fights are just going down in such a weird order.
This is not a standard CS game. Let's just put it that way.
I mean, this is not a standard tournament, and these are definitely not standard teams. But I mean, I'm enjoying these plays. They're definitely putting me at a bit of a loss for words, though. Either way, though, we go into our 12th round. Voxcom IT did just manage to get their 3rd round, so whatever they're doing, it seems to be working.
I have to say one other thing, and I'm not aiming this at the players' ranks or anything, but just as an example, if you take an LEM player and you put him against a Nova player, sometimes the Nova teams win for the fact that they don't do the normal stuff that you expect from players at your rank.
As I mentioned, these BO ones are very, very tricky because you don't really have the rounds. Oh, very nice shot there from Krovax as Rexney already chiming in, getting him his 2nd kill, and West Nightmare covering his teammates. And with that, just Kira left. As you were saying, as I mentioned, these BO ones can be very tricky. You never know what's going to happen, and if the enemy team are pulling out buys and pulling out positions and just kind of weird strats, it's going to be hard for you.
You don't know how to counter necessarily. because
Some of
you're used to countering this set of plays. Now suddenly you play against a player that has been playing on a different platform, that's a different rank, that's been doing things differently, and it's hard to counter, it's hard to adapt.
I agree with you there, and we'll see at the end of this match whether or not which team was which in your metaphor. But either that, or maybe Boxcom is just having a bit of a rough start, because they did just net themselves 2 rounds. Yeah, they did just net themselves two rounds in a row. So it does seem like they're kind of trying to adapt to what C2M are doing. Although I'm not sure if they're going to be expecting this very quick B rush. They do have a few SMGs, so C2M are offering a bit of a faster pace here. And there's only one player, which in the form of Skeletor, on this B site. I mean, Zerofly is very far off from his teammates, so if Skeletor goes down on short, it's going to be quite a wild ride there for C2M, as they do get free reign onto the site. Zerofly is going to chime away, though. Does get taken down, though. So again, that B defense so quickly taken apart, and now C2M have the site and they have the frags. Night Viking taking down Afterlife. Ooh, worst nightmare though, chiming in with that AWP. He is so far been the star player for Voxcom. I don't think Erexney is going to be expecting Kira here. Kira doing the very sneaky. Are we seeing a knife? We might be seeing a knife. Kira is going to get the knife up to Erexney. That is some beautiful work right there.
So much discipline and, I don't know, heart palpitations.
I mean, going back to what we were saying, some very unexpected buys, and this isn't exactly the normal kind of league that you would see. I do see some people in chat. Welcome to the stream. For those of you who are new or just have joined us, this is round 4 of the REA's corporate league. So these are just placement games so far. So they are in a BO1 format. So very high hello to you guys. Let us know in the chat who you guys will be supporting for this this BO1, or who you're here to see. So far we've seen some very interesting. I don't even know what to call them. So far it's just been 1v1s that have been going in completely unexpected directions.
Also, Dop coming in saying, "Lady, show more excitement." That was a great wallbang, the one Worst Nightmare got. And then the chat is dead because the theory here is because we're not reading the chat in stream. So I'll be making a point of reading the chat a bit more.
I mean, that works with me. Either way, Worst Nightmare is been doing some crazy work here with the AWP. So far, he's been very consistent in getting these early picks. And I mean, so far, as you mentioned, he's just been such a star player. He's sitting on 19 for 7. I mean, he's second only to Krovax so far, with just getting brilliant headshots, just like his teammates, Southern Horn, Puffin, and Krovax doing so much work on this ace site. And just like that, the Voxcom IT defense is down, and only Dr. Zerofly left. He has given his position away, though, so... Oh, Krovax already waiting. I mean, waiting. You can see the confidence now for C2M. It hasn't wavered. I mean, we have Krovax sitting in the back position, completely opening himself up to, every kind of aggression there from the CT side. Very comfortably sitting with the bomb on his back, not even scared of any kind of defense there from Voxcom IT. So the confidence here from C2M is definitely overflowing. So right now what we need, I guess, is Worst Nightmare with that P90, just giving them a bit of their run for their money.
Dark Fire ZA. Some people are watching, others just thinking of what the teams are doing. Dark Fire, in which category do you fall in? Are you just watching, or are you thinking what the teams are doing?
Oh, Zerofly getting caught out while he's throwing a nade there, and already there's so much just kind of mismatched positioning here from Voxcom IT. Their players are getting caught out in such random positions that right now C2M are just picking them apart one by one, but so far Voxcom IT have managed to get themselves the advantage here, and already the players are kind of containing what's left of the C2M force. Erexney getting a nice shot there onto Southern Horn Puffin, and now Worst Nightmare on the flank is going to catch Terabyte out, and only Kira left now in a 1v4. Either way, though, we are going to go to a 10-5 half. So, I mean, for the side of Voxcom IT, you might be wondering, it's not a very comfortable position that you're putting yourself into, but they might be a very aggressive T-sided team. So for them, this might be, just another game waiting for them to win it. And Worst Nightmare has definitely picked up a little bit of his socks, but as well as Krovax. I mean, you were talking about the star player on the Voxcom side, but On the side for C2M, they have their own this own star player and Kovacs, and he's currently doing a lot better than, well, not a lot better, literally 2 kills better than Worst Nightmare.
Speaking of Kovacs, hello, but I'm Squeaky. It's our resident Kovacs fan. She is just here for Kovacs.
These pistols, so much damage getting traded through, and I mean, I don't blame he or she for being a Kovacs fan right now, because he's been doing so much work. Night Viking with the quick flick there onto Worst Nightmare, taking out their star player. Kovacs chiming in just as quickly, and now only a Rexney left in this 1v3 to win this round. I mean, they have a lot of rounds that they can play with. Oh my goodness gracious, and Kovacs is going to get the final kill there onto Rexney, netting them the 11th round. So, for the side of C2M right now, they have so many rounds, as I mentioned, to play with, that the confidence from the side is just so massive right now. It's overflowing, that they don't really have any fear when going into these fights. You don't see any hesitation.
Confidence is difficult to counter as well.
Yeah, when the team gets on that momentum train or rolling, whatever you want to use a metaphor for, it's really difficult to kind of just put a stop to it. And so far with Voxcom IT, they haven't been managing to convert these rounds. They've been getting the kills, they've been getting the positioning, but they're not converting it so far. That's at least what it was on the CT side. We'll see now on the T side what they prefer to do, but so far a lot of sound cues being given away. Nightwing is going to take the chance and just chime in, putting Worst Nightmare now on 7 HP. Kovacs chiming in of his own and getting Afterlife. And already, again, as I mentioned, these kills, these early round kills from C2M are just working in their favor. Foxcom just not getting the trades at this point.
Kayla Bay coming in to say, please remember there's a YouTube stream. Please follow the link you guys see there. It is not on REA's stream. They had some issues there. Darkfire's trying to figure out the plays that they're doing. He doesn't see a lot of teamwork on the teams.
I would say that's pretty much what's happening at this point. Vox and my team seem to be very individualistic in terms of how they're playing, how they're positioning themselves, and it's really, as you've been seeing, it's really not working out for them, as C2M are running away with this match so far with a 12-5 scoreline, very comfortably, I might add. I don't know, I haven't seen C2M at any point, be under strain so far. Not in terms of buys, not in terms of positions. I mean, the few rounds that Voxcom IT have won, naturally, that's a different story, but C2M have just been coming back and holding this lead so comfortably for so long right now. I think Voxcom really need to kind of change it up if they want to convert any of these rounds into their favor. Oh, Skeletor getting taken down. Oh, and so quickly the C2M side just taking names and just furthering themselves into this round, as already a 5v2 left. Ooh, that nade though.
Queen Gamer agrees that these are some weird buys. Also, Dorp says, what is teamwork? Queen says she thinks that this might not be Voxcom's strongest map, and I think that's where the BO1 format also kind of screws with you, because you might end up playing a map that is not your best map, and your placement is based on this map now.
No, it could be that Voxcom IT might just not be comfortable on the overpass side, or maybe only one or two players of them are comfortable on the side. Either way, though, if you look at their side in terms of their KDs and whatnot, you can see that two of the players are struggling quite a lot. Where the last remaining 3 players are split between Worst Nightmare just fragging ahead at 22 kills, and then 10 and 11 just shortly after him in the second and third position. So they're really struggling at this point. And I mean, now is no exception, as they have 13 seconds left to get the bomb down if they have any chance of saving this round. And at this point, I would just save the guns that you've managed to pick up and try and keep
that at the moment. It doesn't seem like it.
At this point, I feel like Vox, unfortunately there for Rexney, as he does taken down after time. So he's especially not going to have that round bonus. So now you have to wonder for Voxcom IT, don't you need to slow it down a little bit? Maybe just look at what you're doing wrong, change it up. At this point, do anything to keep C2M from winning this round, because they're just running away from it.
And
from
definitely
from
play
Voxcom.
together, get those trades in.
Yeah, the
As
trades there for
G-Side, the
Voxcom.
trades are one of the
It's been
most
horrible.
things.
So far it's been horrible for the side of Voxcom IT, but also on the CT side.
I mean, yeah, we see Rex pushing up, and he's quite far ahead of his teammates. At least they're catching up with him now. But if you look at the two mid players again, they're lagging so far behind. This is not the position you want to be in if you are lacking the trades.
Definitely not. They're so far split ahead, but it just seems like Erexni is kind of a scouting forward as he's just running with a Glock, no armor. But just like that, the bomb has been dropped for Voxcom IT, and now just the last two players remaining to now recover the bomb, plant the bomb, maybe kill all the CTs if they want a chance of winning their 6th round. Krovax chiming in though, taking out West Nightmare. The afterlife though with that shotgun is so far been deadly. But still, the position right now there for CTM is just so powerful that it's going to be very difficult for him to kind of catch his players out. So 40 seconds that he needs to chime down, and he has nowhere to go. If he tries to run away, C2M are just going to have a perfect line of sight. And Kira, I mean, just getting a bit of an overkill going for the Juan tap, but very nice work there from C2M, and that's pretty much been what all she's wrote for these rounds. So far, C2M have just been comfortably and aggressively taking these rounds with no qualms. And we're already into our 20th round.
Hot guns and 1 AK for Voxcom.
I mean, I like this. It's finally a full rifle buy that they've had so far, but as I mentioned, they're not really keen on using utility. I haven't really seen some massive investment in utility so far. It's just been aim and W and aim and try and get as many kills as possible. Terabyte getting a beautiful shot there onto Erexni is going to get a lot of pressure now as 4 of the T side players are pushing him back onto the A side now. Is going to get taken down there by Skeletor. These Kriegs are very powerful, and so far they've been doing the work there for Voxcom IT. Dr. Zerofly, however, is going to get a lot of information that there are 2 players close to him on bathrooms. Takes the initial fight there with Night Viking as Southern Horn Puffin takes down Skeletor, however. And, ooh, the Afterlife getting that trade. As we mentioned, we needed them to get those trades, and now West Nightmare also chiming in. Finally, an advantage there for Voxcom IT. They just need to be able to check these corners and not let Krovax run away with this round, but they don't. Krovax getting 2 kills. Kira finishing it off, and already match point there for C2M. Goodness gracious.
That was a risky play for Krovax, but I mean, he doesn't care. He's not being punished for much.
You talk about risky play, but that was his 30 seconds kills. His 31st and his 30 seconds kills. So far, he hasn't been punished whatsoever. He's currently sitting on a KD of 3.5. Versus everyone else sitting at 1.3, 0.6, whatever have you. So he's very comfortable right now. I don't think he's been punished at all so far. And that's been one of Voxcom's downfalls so far. They haven't been checking these corners. It's like they get their hold on this round and then they just get overconfident and let it go. And Terabyte and Southern Horn Puffin doing exactly what they need to do, getting these early kills. I say that though. Afterlife getting that initial trade there and converting that into a 2nd kill. So now, numbers advantage, we're even now. Now I want to see Voxcom IT slow it down, play together, get a bomb plant, convert the round. That's all they need to do. The bomb...
They're playing very well structured, and then, as you say, they kind of lose it.
It's exactly that. They just kind of get overconfident and ahead of themselves, and then they lose all the work that they've done. Now, as well, they're going to the A site, and C2M have opted to completely stack their players towards A site. So for them, this is exactly what they need. Krovax getting that initial kill onto Worst Nightmare. Only a 2v3 and match point at stake here. So much damage getting traded. Terabyte getting the Afterlife. Erexni only left in a 1v2, sorry.
Come on.
Takes down Terabytes. I was about to say, I thought he already took him down. Does finish it off with the Glock there, but 4 HP. There we go. Kira is going to hear the kill. Is his, and that's going to be a 16-5 win for C2M, which is definitely something that they're going to be happy about. Extremely well played by C2M there. This is definitely not what either of us were expecting.
No.
I mean, in the beginning, we both thought that Voxcom IT were going to run away with it. That being said, though, we are going to take a short break, but before we go, I'd like to just remind you guys again about the giveaway that Foko Vlogger has so generously sponsored Reace, and that is 2 cases of Foko Vlogger. So if you want to get your hands on those cases, go to their go to the Reace Facebook page. Find the initial post, there will be the steps, but if you need a reminder, like the Reace Esports page, like the Foko Vlogger page, share the post, comment FL Corp, tag 3 of your friends, and just, I guess, pray to Gaben, as it is the theme of CSGO tonight. We will be going into a short break, but stay with us. There's a lot more CS coming tonight. Welcome back, everyone. If you're just joining us, this is the round 4 of the Corporate League for RE ACE. So we currently have Zonky Wi-Fi versus Aerocom, and Pickle will take you through the rosters.
Hi. Yes, for Zonky Wi-Fi, we've got Loki, Kilingsky, let's call him Kilingsky, Internet, Skreder, Bonky Kai, what a fun name that is, Bonky Kai. Meep is playing for Team Aerocom as well as Boss Stefan. Wow. Razor, Porky Earned You, and Turbo Turtle. This is quite the showdown. Wi-Fi versus Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I believe at the end of this match, there's going to be a lot of bragging rights to be thrown around. So, but as for those of you who are joining us, these are just the placement games so far. So, I mean, a little bit of bragging rights definitely, and a little bit of points here for the groups. But ultimately, the real showdown is going to come when it happens with the group stages. So for now, let's cool down the competitiveness, or bring it up if you need to, if it needs to kind of energize you throughout this this tournament. But definitely going to be an interesting game. We just had a very interesting game with C2M and Voxcom IT. So I'm very terrified to ask you the question, but I need to ask you regardless. Who do you predict is going to take this one?
The purple team.
The purple team? The Zonky
Yes.
Wi-Fi?
No, the purple team, the other one.
Oh, really? What's the... Oh, so purple is also the cold color, so you mean CT, so you mean Zonky Wi-Fi. Great.
Oh my word. You heard how my prediction went in the last game.
And I followed your prediction, and I did just as badly, so it's okay.
Yeah, I have to say, seeing Zonky Wi-Fi's previous gameplay, I have to say, I actually do think, or I predict they will be the winners, but I hope that we get an upset. I hope that we see some round trades and just have everything a little bit more even.
No, definitely. I really want to see a game that just kind of takes it to the end line, because so far we've just had very, very fast rounds. I mean, I didn't get a break to kind of breathe or to kind of give it over to you to just chat about. Every time we wanted to try and analyze, something else would happen. So going into the 9th round now, as some of you might know, this is to do with the banning of maps. So whoever wins this will get an advantage on that, also get an advantage on choosing sides. So now...
I guess we see a standard long knife this round.
Yeah,
no
yes.
strange things that confuse us.
We're not seeing anyone running up middle. But as is the lovely life of GOTV, we did miss the actual map banning. So for those of you, I can't tell you how it went, but we can see the result of it, and that is Inferno. So as I mentioned, the three standard culprits, Mirage, Inferno, and I guess Overpass now. We've already got Overpass, we're now going on to Inferno, so that stands to reason that Mirage is going to be our third map. I would love it if it was Train, though.
Listen to the confidence there. No, I'm hoping definitely on the third map for maybe a train or a nuke, but we'll probably see Barrage or Dust.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is... I thought if I didn't say its name, it wouldn't be an option.
That doesn't help. It's evil like that.
No, it doesn't help me whatsoever. Either way, though, we are going to go into, I guess, an interesting game, because, as you mentioned, it's Wi-Fi versus Wi-Fi, but it's corporate league teams. So what should be the norm and the expected is completely thrown out the window.
Yes, by forcing every round. P90s, Negevs, even though that's standard play for you, apparently, is Proxy.
Negevs are great. I don't know what you're insinuating. Negevs are fantastic. I mean, I'm still terrified of P90s, and I'm too scared to use one, but hey, if you can use it, then why not use it? It's in the game. You should use it. You should know how to use it.
Imagine you having an AWP, and just one single, it doesn't have to be two players, one single player can take you down with a P90, because...
I have seen a few running jump shot, headshot, P90 kills against AWPers a few times in my CS time, so...
That gun is terrifying.
That's why I said it's a terrifying gun. Whenever I think of it, that's the first thing I think of. And then I'm like, well, then no gun is safe. It doesn't matter what you've got going against it. You either need to hit that headshot or you're dead. If you give them, what is the saying?
Mm-hmm.
You give them a few inches and they'll take you for a mile. That's
Yes.
P90 players in a nutshell.
And the thing is, P90 players' movements aren't the standard strafing movements.
They can't be, because you have to be you have to be unexpectable. You have to be crazy.
Running down at you with 50 bullets.
Yeah, WASD, and also you don't really, you can run and spray with that gun. Or just W. But we do see Team Ericom giving us a beautiful serenade in a T-spawn currently with the Negevs and the bells. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful musical performance just to start us off with.
That's beautiful.
Although it does seem like Zonka Wi-Fi is going to come and just ruin the performance. How rude. This is not on. We do not ruin musical pieces of art here. Either way, though, if we want to talk about a little bit of analysts and a little bit of analytics going into this, would you say... You see, again, I don't even want to ask you this question because this is not a normal team, but would you say this is CT or T-sided?
No.
Great answer.
The thing,
I think that answer is just so befitting of this this expectation.
The thing is, it depends on the players. This is, like you said earlier, it's a corporate league, so we don't see the normal standard plays, we don't see the normal gameplay, the setups, so everything is quite different, and that's why I think it really depends on the players' play styles and their comfortability on the map.
I agree with you. It's pretty much the same answer you gave the last time, and then C2M just took it on both sides, regardless of CT or T. So I think it's also just going to come down to, as we said, this is placements matches, so the group stages will tend to want to be a little bit more, split outs and spread outs and kind of even. But for now, I mean, it's almost just like MM these days. You could have a full global team going up against a set of Silvers or Novas, or you could have a completely even game, which is a 1 in a dozen. So we will be going into the first round.
That's exactly what you see in placement games. It's just...
It's interesting.
Beautiful.
We could call it that. It's interesting.
Yes. This is the term we'll be using. It's interesting.
We are going into the first round. I'm not sure if the players are aware that it is live.
No. I don't think they know.
I think there's just a little bit of confusion. Either way, it does seem like Zonka Wi-Fi is going to be starting out on the CT side. Okay, there's a double live going on in chat here, so it has gone live, but it also hasn't gone live because there was a cancel then a re-live, so that's great. Either way, though, finally going into the first round, finally seeing that Zonka Wi-Fi is going to start out on the CT side. So if you wanna take it on your premise of it's going to depend on the team, and it's going to depend on how the team likes to play, then I mean I think Zonka, by all standards, should be very scared of Team Ericon starting out on the T side. I mean, we saw how skilled they were with those Negevs. I think they should be shaking in their boots right about now.
Agreed.
After hearing that musical performance.
Negev down banana. I mean, it's unstoppable.
That would be a terrifying thing to see. I would not want to be a counter-terrorist in that situation.
At least we are going into the first live round right now. Everybody get your predictions in the chat there. I see there's quite a few of you. Why are you so quiet?
Yeah, we want to hear from the people in chat. Who do you guys support? Are we Team Zonka Wi-Fi or are we Team Ericom? Either way, get it in chat. Let us know. Let's see who you guys are rooting for. Going into the first round, it does seem like Team Ericom, is going to be going for a little bit of just a standard kind of default play. Going into that B aggression, Turbo Turtle already taking out Loki. Now only only Bonkakai left on the B sites to defend against 4 terrorists rushing his position right now with these Glocks. Turbo Turtle and Boss Stefan just taking out Zonka Wi-Fi players left, right, and center. We still have Boss Stefan on the rotation and is catching the last player out, getting the first round for Team Ericom now.
A good clean round that was for them.
Extremely fast as well. Extremely fast, extremely clean, extremely fast-paced, and also just kind of unexpected. I mean, we had Boss Stefan just completely flank the A side with no hesitation whatsoever. And with that being said, already an AK on the side of Team Ericom with mostly just SMGs. For the CT side now, they're going to be at a disadvantage with these Mac 10s. Can be also quickly Meat getting that first initial kill there onto Skrieda. And now Loki and Bunker Kai are going to have to deal with this nade. Oh, okay. Luckily for them, it's not going in the right position, but unluckily for them, it does seem like Team Ericom are going to go for this A hit. Ray's already getting the first kill there on Killingsky, and Internet going down, and now only a 2v5 left for Zonke Wi-Fi now if they want to try and convert this round into a win. And I mean, at this point, you kind of have to say, go for exits. Try stay alive.
I mean, Bonky Kai has
Ooh.
and some armor.
You said Bakukai and he immediately got a kill just to show you up. I mean,
Yes.
I feel like they can hear you at this stage.
They do. I swear they do hear you. Sometimes you say something and they just like, oh, okay, I'll prove you wrong. Or, oh, it's speaking about me.
Oh, the viewers definitely hear you because Hailstorm and General Delta are saying that their team is and Team Pickle. So, I didn't know that we're competing.
Yes, we are represented in the chat there. I mean,
Alright, well, since I've said this about 300 times, do you want to talk about the giveaway? The wonderful, wonderful giveaway that Riesa are running in collaboration with Focoflaga?
oh, yes. It's a beautiful giveaway, actually, for summer, I think. They picked their time.
I think it's a perfect giveaway for summer. It's exactly what all of us need in this heat. Goodness gracious.
So, guys, please go check out the social media of ACE. Go like the original post. Go share the original post. There you'll also get more details on how to enter the competition. You can win some Focoflaga. I mean, who doesn't want that in summer? For this weekend, for next weekend. Anyway, not
Any day.
not the weekend.
I was waiting for that any day of the week, and I was like, you're about to expose yourself so quickly.
So, go like ACCE Sports page. Go like Focoflaga's page. Tag your friends in there, and just stand a chance to win some Focoflaga.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 cases of beer, so that's a case per winner. So we've got 2 winners possible. I've definitely already entered it. Have you entered it?
No, but I'm definitely going.
You're definitely going to enter it.
My phone,
I'm sure Delta has also entered it, who's our streamer for tonight. So all of you need to go and check out that awesome giveaway. That being said,
round at the moment.
Going
3
in.
Mac teams and 2 AKs. I think the guys are definitely going to try and get advantage of that extra cash for the Mac 10s.
I see 2 deagles. I would be scared of those 2 deagles.
I would be scared, especially in the hands of Loki and Internet. I've seen their performance previously on deagles, and they do not need rifles, those boys.
They've got many AWPs in their hands. It's okay.
Yes, they do. It's not called a hand cannon for nothing. Already see Turbo moving in. Internet proving us right with that. Deagle getting the kill in mid. Bomb is moving towards B, only having 1 player to support him. Loki takes down the bomb. Bastiafan gets the trade. Now he gets to plant the bomb. I have to say, Porky, who's really good tactic there, keeping the players on A. He's delaying that rotation and buying some time for Skrider. I mean, that takes up a lot of the 40 seconds that you have to defuse the bomb.
No, definitely.
And his rotations, Skrider, his left, he's got an AK. I mean, I would say that maybe he doesn't have armor.
I mean, you have to remember it's a pistol round for them. Whatever they get out of this, they're going to be happy with it. If they get out of this with an AK, I'd be extremely happy with this.
I mean, that's essentially the goal of any save and of any light buy is if you can't win it, save, get a weapon. Even if you have enough money to buy the next round, it could maybe mean the difference between buying a rifle and buying an AWP.
No, I definitely agree with you. I mean, in terms of their economy right now, Incident is sitting very pretty. I mean, he's managed to save that AK, and he's also sitting on 6.9k. So he's going to be able to support his teammates and some of that. So we are seeing quite a lot of utility investments, which I'm very happy to see, especially for the CT side. Your utility management is extremely important, just as important as it is keeping that numbers advantage.
What? That was beautiful.
No, I'm happy you caught it, because if you weren't, I was about to.
That was just a beautiful shot by me. Such a confident shot, though, taking that rifle mid against an possible AWP. At that stage, he didn't know that there was an AWP. Bonky Kai doing an interesting play, only with an MP9. He definitely had enough money to buy more there. Loki getting the first kill there. Bonky Kai making that MP9 working for him. That was just beautiful. I can't even call everything. That was a beautiful setup. That MP9 definitely did do its work. I mean,
that setup there from
confidence.
Yeah, but also that setup there from Bonky Kai and Loki. They had exactly the crossfire that they needed, and Bonky Kai was there, boosted up on that. Some call it lemons position. I'm not sure what everyone else calls it, but either way, I call it a lemons or oranges.
Because it's oranges.
Oh, I say lemons. But, yeah, same difference. Either way, the corner wasn't checked, and as you can see, he just flew by, made up all the cash money that he needed to do. He's still sticking with that MP9 though, so now we've got Team Ericom, as you can imagine, taking it a little slower. They're just trying to find out exactly where these CT terrorists are, or counter-terrorists are sitting, and Loki getting that all-important initial peek there from Razor. Boss Stefan doing exactly what he needs to do, anti-aggressing this aggression there from Loki, getting that initial kill there, so putting it on even planes for this numbers advantage now, and it does seem like Team Ericom are leaning towards this A side, building it up. Boss Stefan is going to have a very tall order to deal with, because Bonka Guy is sitting very close there with that MP9. He's itching to get more money in his bank account right now with that little SMG. So sitting extremely close, and if Boss Stefan doesn't expect this, he might be caught out with that. Fire rate is going to chime back in with a headshot. Internet, though, takes down Meep, gets traded out almost immediately, and now only Loki and Killingsky left. I say Killingsky left, only Loki left now to kind of just save it out. I mean, you've got that AWP. The money there for Zonky Wi-Fi is not looking too great. So this AWP is going to be extremely important to save, and for Team Ericom is exactly what they needed to do. They took it slower. They checked the corners, which I'm happy to see.
If you look at their post-plant setup as well, it's quite a good setup. Every player is looking at a different angle, so it doesn't matter where Loki, if he decided to go in, they would have had that side covered completely. They're not overextending too much.
Which is exactly what you want to see. I mean, the post plants already are coming out. We didn't have it in the last match or so, but it's working great now. And I like this, that they're going together to hunt for Loki, but Loki is holding that all-important cross, so he is going to run away with a kill. And unless he peeks this and a one tap has happened, he's going to be able to save it. So for Zonke Wi-Fi now, they are sort of in a force-up. I mean, we've only got Bonky Kai that's not sitting on a rifle. He's sitting on that very intimidating P90. But for Zonke, for Team Ericom, on the other hand, they have a full rifle setup. They have full utility. They're still sitting pretty in terms of economy. So even if they make it out of this the round with 1 or 2 guns left over, they should be alright. Going into it, though, it does seem like this early B aggression is just kind of getting slowed down with the utility usage that I mentioned before. That's so important for them. And
if you look at A, on the other hand, the players on A are standing their ground. They are not going.
No rotations coming through. No, exactly. It's a very important point that you're pointing out. There's so much sound cues that have been given away, and there's no rotation there from Team Ericom. Because so far, Zonky Wi-Fi have been very sort of...
But look at why. Look at why they haven't...
Sort of anticlimactic. That's exactly what... Yeah, you're bringing out such a perfect point there. Team Ericom have been so good at doing that push and pull, kind of getting all the information, getting all the aggression towards... I say that. Getting all the aggression towards B-side, then running to A-side, but Internet is catching on to this, gets the first kill there, and is already falling down. Loki still on the B-side, holding their ground. Internet as well, chiming back and forth, already getting his second, and still sitting pretty for this round. Team Ericom just falling apart right now, peaking one by one. From what looked like a Team Ericom round has just fallen apart. If they had pushed when they had the 2 players on B left alone, they probably would have had this round already. But the bomb is dropped on the B side. 3 players protecting the bomb, and only Porky Owned You left in a 1v4. Even if he gets this kill, though, no time really to try and just recover that bomb, get the bomb side, try and kill everyone. That's so much stuff to do in so little time. So right now, hold for exits, hold for a save, just don't die and lose this AK.
That was a beautiful read by Zonky Wi-Fi. I mean, they've read the situation over the past couple of rounds. Do they see what Aerocom is doing, and they've adapted. They're making sure they're not over.
That could not have gotten closer.
Absolutely. So that was a beautiful run by Zonky Wi-Fi. I mean, they stood their ground. They were maybe pushing it a bit, getting to a bit of an uncomfortable spot, but it played out for them very well, not doing that rotation, and they got around. And as soon as Aerocom lost a player or two, like you said, they just started falling apart.
No, it's exactly that, and I'm not quite sure why the call to run back was given. But going into the 7th round, I don't know. Pickle, what do you see?
Kalinski with that MP9 getting 2 kills, that is not the kind of thing you'd want to happen. I mean, you do not want to be taken down by an MP9 if you have an AK. That is not the situation you want to find yourself in. And Kalinski definitely made that work for me. He got 2 kills down, making it a 4v3 in favor of his team. Another MP9 coming in for Aerocom this time, getting a nice spray on Skrieder. Bob is playing around in apps. Who's number 9? Meep is holding Banana, waiting for Loki to rotate, but Loki is just standing his ground there. The game is going a bit slower. They are carefully trying to cover their corners, make sure they don't miss a player hiding somewhere, trying to catch them off guard. They are playing a lot more together after losing a couple of players this round. Internet, though, holding a very strong position in pit, gets to take down Aerocom's Meep. It's now a 1v1 between Porky and Internet wins the battle.
Yeah, I mean, not much to say there for Zonky Wi-Fi. I mean, they stood their ground, they covered their teammates' backs, and they just kept getting trade after trade. I mean, there's beautiful switches coming through from the CT side. You know, getting the attention of the terrorist, falling back and letting your teammate handle it. So I mean, really well played there from Zonky Wi-Fi.
I mean, basic CS. They didn't do anything funny or strange.
No, they just played it textbook style. And
Skrieder. Nice shot. Is he gonna get another one? Oh, he does. Why? Do not pick it.
I mean, they have a full deagle bias, so maybe they're just like, no, we've got the hand cannons.
Boss Stefan making his hand cannon work there. Gets taken down, but Skrieder is so quick on this orb. He's covering his angles at the moment. He's playing very well. Razor looks like he wants to get the pick on him. Oh! Turbo Turtle getting... almost a good shot on his teammate, but he did indeed get a good shot on Skrieder. And Kalinski sitting in a very... No, don't run away. Get another shot. Oh, he's waiting for his teammates. He's smart. Okay. Never mind. Don't listen to Pickle. Okay. He made that MP9. A very good play there in the sneaky spot that they unfortunately did not check. And now we've only got Razor left with his Eagle.
He
was so low though.
A little bit of a weird situation there. Bonka, I don't think was expecting him that close, but either way, he made the trade. He didn't die. It was about to be something weird, but it's fine. We're all alright. Going into this 9th round now, still nice and even. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Both teams have slowed it down when they've made a massive error in judgment, and they've completely come back, completely readjusted, and so far been adapting at an even pace. Hence the scoreline so far. Ooh, that early damage, especially with orbs, has been a little bit terrifying. I do have one question, and that is why Team Aerocom is running a 3-orb setup. But I might be proven wrong shortly. I'm putting it out there in the CSGO universe. I am very confused.
I have to say, I do hope you're wrong for their part, but a 3-orb setup, going banana, especially later but upper banana, where the corners are quite tight. As a team player, that's not the position I want to be in.
Look, I will leave my questions for the end of this round, and Loki is going to answer them though, as Bonkakai and Loki do what Bonkakai and Loki do, and they just trade it out.
If he was just going to spam in there, he would have had to go turtle.
I mean, he's been so consistent with this orb, and Bonkakai has been covering him non-stop. They've been doing extremely good work there on the B-bomb side. Such crucial defense as well for the CT sides. I mean, if you're going to lose B site, easily it's going to be a very a very difficult fight to take. So Loki's still just so confident. Meep is going to take him out though, and Meep needs to do what Meep does and run a little bit.
Ooh,
What?
let's go, Meep. Well done.
I mean, I guess Meep needs to do what Meep does best and no scopes and peeps, but still a 1v3 and you've got 17 seconds left and he's still peeking without hesitation. He wants these kills. He needs this money at this point, or just a better KD, but I mean, he's doing a lot of work. I think at this point... Oh my goodness, not another no-scope! Not another one! We can't have 2 no-scopes in one match. That's too much. We had a knife in the previous match, now we're getting 2 no-scopes. Extremely well played there.
We did say we'll have an interesting game.
I'm lost for words. I mean, if you had a team of 3 Meeps, I would understand the 3 AWP setup right now, but yeah, that's still going to be a question that I might ask Team Ericom at a later stage. Either way, we're going into a bit of a semi-buy there. Team Meep! Again, just going on with these scoped weapons, and Bustefan just following his lead, getting the second kill on Loki. So 3v5 now, and they're rushing this B-bomb side. Only Bonkakai left to defend it, is going to be able to take down Pork, owned. But what else must he do when there's 3 terrorists running him down with SMGs? So for Team Ericom now, they're going to be able to get the bomb side down. But for Team Zonke, I mean, at this stage, you save. You save and you chill, because 2v4 on the B-bomb side, which is relatively a very difficult site to retake, is not going to be a fun time for you.
I went to retrieve an AWP.
And I mean, Meep's also got an AWP of his own, so I'm curious to see if he's going to get a few more no-scopes in the next round.
Yeah, I mean, he went in with a scout, he's walking out with an AWP. I'm sure that is a very happy Meep that we have over there. And I mean, this guy is just his shots. And as he gets these shots, his confidence will build. And as the confidence builds, he'll either be punished or will just keep shouting his name.
I mean, if we were talking about it earlier, there just wasn't any kind of punishment for some ridiculous plays. So if the enemy team just doesn't stop the push or doesn't stop the aggression, then he's going to be able to just kind of run away for this.
I would definitely keep an eye on that guy. I mean, give that guy a scope and he's got it. I'm expecting some good things from him in this game. Ooh, Loki being Kobe'd there by Boss Stefan. Very nice useful usage there. Leaving Bonky Kai alone on B site with his P90. The very intimidating P90, may I say. Pretty sweet rotation coming in from Skrede, the mid player on A. Ooh, Boss Stefan, very good on the entry at the moment. But they do seem to be doing another push and pull situation where they push onto B side, get a couple of kills, force rotations, and they got A side completely to themselves. Skrede versus Meep, and I mean, okay, are we even going to question this guy's skills at the moment? Meep's gonna get it.
I don't think there's anything at this point in time that is stopping Meep from doing what Meep does best. And for Zonke Wi-Fi, they really need to be focusing him at this point.
I'd be very afraid. Either completely make sure you're going wherever he is not, or just take him out first.
Or just focus and rush him if you need to, especially on this pistol buy for Zonke Wi-Fi now. They're going to have to sit close and kind of cover
Boss Stefan once again with the entries. He's now Skrede is sitting on an unexpected angle, I think.
In the smoke as well.
Loki making quick work with his hand cannon down Banana. So again, they're doing quite a split push, and it's working out for them. I mean, Zonke is just at a stage where, and I can understand this feeling, are they going to do a push and pull? Are they just going to fake it? Where are they actually going? Should we rotate or not? And their timing seems to be a bit off at the moment. Now they've only got Loki and Bonky Kai with an M4 and a P250 to do a retake. So would you do a retake, or would you just go for a save?
I mean, their money is quite split at this point. If they do die at this stage, you'll be able to do a half buy, but losing your only rifle like that is not what you want to do. And
Stefan.
yeah, he's been doing some crazy work there. I mean, he's now sitting on the top of the log, which you would expect Meep to with all those no scopes. But I mean, he's been getting the entries and quite consistently so far. I mean, granted that was a pistol round, and granted, you know, they didn't have armor, yada yada yada, whatever you want to say.
2 rounds was my rounds for Zonky and he still got those entries.
Exactly, he's been so consistent with it.
That's the thing to watch out for. I mean, a consistent player is a lot more scary than a guy that gets a couple of good AWP shots.
Especially a consistent entry player. That's a terrifying thing to have. And Boss Stefan just running through is going to get taken out there by Internet, just holding that ACCE position, still just sitting comfortably. I'm not sure why you wouldn't run away from this, but he's still taking the fights. He's really trying to put Team Ericom on the back foot here, and it doesn't seem like his aggression is going to stop. Izzy is going to walk down this ACCE position to try and get any peaks and any early kills. Does manage to catch out Razor, but Razor's got the position and he's got the AK. So now for Zonky Wi-Fi, they're in a 3v4, and it looks like Team Ericom are going to fall back to a B side. They are giving away the sound cue so far, but again, it's that situation of what exactly is Team Ericom planning at this point. And Meep running through with the AWP isn't going to get the no-scope this time, but Porky Onji is going to be able to get that trade. And so the bomb will go down. Razor still doing all the job that he needs to get, taking down Kalinski, which is the only remaining player on A side, and now is busy flanking Loki. So for Loki, he's sandwiched between 3 Team Ericom players right now. The bomb is planted, the time is running out, and he's got a lot of work to do. He is going to get the first shot there onto Turbo Turtle with 1 player down in dark, 1 player on 5 HP. This could be doable, but he needs to get a move on. He's going to swap out for the AK though, but it's going to come down to timing and looking at the right place at the right time, which unfortunately for him, he did not. So now for Team Ericom, on their 8th round, onto possibly a 9-6 half, possibly a 10-5 half, if they keep doing what they're doing so far and just being absolutely dominating in this this terrorist position. So you have to wonder now if Zonky Wi-Fi are going to be able to pull it out. They're on a second pistol round.
I mean,
for the second last half.
Is not stable enough at the moment. It seems like they are doing a mid-rush.
Oh, those nades! I don't know how the nades didn't kill me.
Yeah, the nades didn't hit maximum impact, I feel.
I mean, Meep was put down to about 17 HP, but he's just so fast with his rifle work at the moment that he managed to stop all the counter-terrorists running at his position. And again, a 1v4... It's been 1v4s, 2v4s, very comfortable A-side takes, or B-side takes there for Team Ericom. Oh, Screeder he catches out the AWP as well. So if he can save this, he's going to be going into the next round very comfortably, but Boss Stefan on the flank, ready to save that gun. Very sneaky, I'd say. So yes, for those of you who are watching, I saw there was a question about the prize pool. There is a prize pool. The current prize pool standings are 13,000 Rand cash, 12,500 item values. So there's a total of 25,500 of a prize pool for this tournament. Obviously split across the groups and the standings. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, fun. And this guy's entries are just beautiful. I mean, AK versus AWP down mid. Internet.
Oh my goodness.
Spray. That was beautiful. He gets the spray down and he immediately falls off to a safer place where a teammate can back him up. I think he's only trying to test his luck that much, but that would not be luck. That was pure skill.
To be fair, he should have died off the first kill, but he managed to make it into a 3K. I think Internet is doing some crazy things.
He is a force to be reckoned with. I think we've got a couple of those players tonight. Kalinski getting a pick off on Porky earned it. His timing.
I appreciate the little crab walk he did all the way from shot with his little MP9. It was cool. Now just Meep left, eh?
It's an interesting night, and I think the boys are delivering.
As we mentioned, it's either going to be a 9-6 half or 10-5 half, and now only Meep left to in a 1v4 clutch with 40 seconds on the clock to make it into a 9-6, which would be a lot more comfortable for Team Ericom. But Bokakai and Loki just holding that B side till the last possible round in this first half, and a 9-6 half is what we're going to be getting, and I'm happy about this. This is still pretty even so far, which I'm happy to see. So, I mean, going into this, what are you thinking about Team Ericom and Zonko Wi-Fi so far? Are your predictions still sitting strong?
No, my prediction, I think it can still go either way. They don't have such a big round lead. But the guys are delivering. We are seeing some excellent skill plays, some weird-ass plays, and just some good basic CS as well.
And a lot of early aggression there from Meep as he's put down to 1 HP. Oh my goodness gracious.
I love the pit position, and he's playing this beautifully at the moment.
I mean, Team Ericom just chiming in with these USPs. Turbo taking down 2 of the players, getting himself the 3k, and between Razor and Turbo Turtle, they've completely just wiped out the Zonko Wi-Fi force. I don't even know, and that was the 16th round. Done and dusted.
Yeah, that was a quick round. That was a quick round. And those USPs in Team Ericom's hands, they did some hard work and it paid off for them. Apparently we see both teams forcing up.
And we did see what these MP9s can do.
We see some early damage here. Ooh, and some good nades. The team is quite split at the moment with the rotation already coming in. Boss Stefan takes down a player. Internet's ready here for the rotation and he takes down team. While the other 2 players are going towards B. They're playing fairly aggressively with these Mac 10s, but it is somehow worth paying off for them. I mean, it was SMG versus SMG, and those offset rounds were not the most beautiful ones, but they did work out for them, and the guys definitely made some cash. It was a good force round.
I mean, as you mentioned, a few of those SMGs, like, you can literally just hold in W and just run with it. Some jumping headshots if you want to throw it in there. But Mac 10 is definitely one of those SMGs that you really don't need to worry about your movement with this.
No, not at all. I love the back 10. Well, we do see quite an interesting setup at the moment, with the players lingering more towards A already. Meep making good work of his hand cannon, let's just call it that, because that's what it is.
It is a very terrifying hand.
Bye. Loki. Turbo Turtle in a particular position here. Loki doesn't see him immediately. He does some damage, but already Internet's wrapped around on the A side. They took a bit too long, but they at least took down that player. These trades are coming in so quickly, and now we've got a 3v1 with Boss Stefan. I mean, I would not underestimate this guy. His entries are so quick and good, but it seems like he's might just go to see if he can get a pick off and maybe a weapon. He is lingering in apps. The guys are covering the area quite well.
I'm not sure that he's going to be expecting this flank though. I thought Bokakai might have gone for the knife there though.
I was about to say, are we going to see another knife? And no, we did not.
You see, as soon as you thought that, it was taken away from you.
It's because we already saw the 2 no-scopes. I mean, we already got the 2 no-scopes. We aren't allowed to get a knife as well.
Yeah, no, otherwise this map might be a little bit too much for all of us. Either way though, we're going into that 19th round, already 10-8. I mean, we were a little bit, you know, you were mentioning how it could go either way, and so far, again, it's been pretty even with both sides, you know, taking a map round or so, and then just Zonky Wi-Fi coming out on top, especially because of that Mac 10 rush that they did, just solidifying their bank economy right now. So for them, an early B push, a very aggressive B push might just be what they can do and they need to do. Although Skrieda taking a lot of early damage, they already put down to 22 HP, and Meep taking a little bit of extra damage. I say extra damage, that's a headshot to the face, and that's going to be almost what it seemed like for Team Ericom. But these pistols, Razor and Porky owned you, just coming out so strong with the Deagle, taking down 2 of the remaining Zonke Wi-Fi terrorists going for this bomb site push. But now that flank coming all around, and the bomb site is going to be open for Zonky Wi-Fi, so
No, they do
a
not.
bomb plot.
Blank.
They don't, and Internet is doing some great work there, solidifying and giving his teammate enough time to plant that bomb safely. So now a 2v2, still quite even though, but no armor for the Team Aerocom side and no defuse kits. So if they do want to retake this, they need to be extremely fast and they need to be very swift. So going on to this retake though, I don't think they're going to be expecting Internet in that position. He takes the peak, but Kalinsky actually steals it away. Porky OG actually gets a beautiful shot there onto Internet. It's still 42 HP, and I mean, at this stage with the AWP, you save it, and that's exactly what he's going to be doing.
You've got an AWP. You did some really good eco damage on the other team. This is might be a loss, but it's still a good round.
No, definitely. I mean, they got so much money there from... Well, they got quite a bit of money there from the pistol rounds. So for Team Aerocom, I think they'd be pretty happy with that save round. Unfortunately, one of the players did just disconnect. Hopefully, he is coming back. Touch wood that there's no load shedding involved, or any other issues, for that matter.
Well, we do live in South Africa, so it could be anything.
Talking about
9-10 at the moment. What are your predictions?
yeah, I wanted to say. Talking about situations, let's talk about currently what the scoreboard is talking about. And for Team Zonke, I mean, we've got Loki sitting on his 20th kill, which is the highest in the server right now. He's sitting on 24-11, closely followed up there by Internet, sitting on 18 for 13. And those are your two leading players, both on the Zonke team in the server so far. So Zonke has definitely got some very powerful players. And we've seen that Loki and Bongaka are working extremely well together on that B site, and Internet getting a couple of extremely aggressive but extremely important early on kills and getting away with it time and time and time again. But then on Team Aerocom's side, I mean, we've got Meep and we've got Bas Stefan, who've also just been doing so much work for the Team Aerocom side. And I really don't want to throw a prediction in at this point because for myself, I'm lost. It's been so much back and forth that I think this is a lot closer than we expected, which I'm extremely happy about, but I did not expect it.
I have to be honest, and I do not want to put this out there for Gaben really, but I honestly think we've got a good chance at having a overtime here.
With the way that things are going, I fully agree with you there. I mean, if it keeps just being, round back and forth, then it might just be that. But for Zonke Wi-Fi so far, they've now just come back from a 9-6 half to a 10-9 scoreline. So they've won the last 3 rounds in a row, which for them, confidence-wise, they should be looking good and feeling good.
Absolutely.
It still seems like there's some issues around. Not sure if it's incident related, as someone just mentioned. Cough, cough. It would be
funny.
it would be a little bit comedic if it was internet related issues in a match with 2 Wi-Fi providers. That would not be okay.
Internet asking.
So, I guess while we have the time, let's just remind you guys of the giveaway that we are currently running. It is for 2 cases of Forklift Lager, so we will be having 2 winners at the end of that giveaway. So it's a really awesome chance, and I think it's a really needed giveaway for the summer, for this crazy heat that we've been having. So please go to the EA's Facebook page, go check out the original post. There are a few steps that you need to follow. They're also currently on screen. So go check it out, go see what you need to do, and I mean, definitely enter. It's, as Pickle mentioned, she's definitely going to go enter after this. I've already entered. Delta should enter, because he also loves Forklift Lager. So definitely please go check it out, and while you're there, go check and stay connected, because Riaz does do quite a lot of giveaways.
I'll one-up you, okay? Give me 2 seconds.
Now I'm confused as to what she's going to one-up me on. Still just waiting, unfortunately, for some information about what's happening with our players. Ironically, though, it does seem like an internet issue. Yes?
That would be so funny. I'm on our ACE Esports' Facebook. Let's find the giveaway.
Are you busy entering the giveaway as we
I'm
speak?
busy entering the giveaway as we speak, and I dare the chat to join me.
Well, for those of you in chat, there's a dare out there. If I didn't already enter, I would have definitely taken the dare myself.
I just shared the post from the original post on RES Esports' Facebook page.
You must remember to just comment FL-Corp on the post as well, and if you want to better your chances.
Here with you guys.
Yeah.
FL-Corp.
And if you want to better your chances, you can tag 3 friends, share the post, like the RES Esports page, like Fork of Vloggers page. There's a bit of lovely banter going on in the chat.
Okay, there we go. I've tagged 3 friends. I've commented FL-Corp in the original post. Now I'm heading over to Fork of Vloggers. Oh, what a nice Facebook page they have here. I'm liking their post. Or their page.
The page. I mean, you can like their post as well if you need to.
And what else can I? Yeah, I followed all the steps. I've liked REA's Esports post. I've liked the Fork of Vlogger.
And just in time. And just in time, as we're about to go back into it. So, there we go, guys. For those of you watching, I mean, she even took extra time to explain everything she was doing, so you guys can do it much quicker than she can. So, go check it out, and go check out all the other sponsors that have so graciously supported this league. I mean, 20th round, and we see a full buy.
Yeah, we see a full buy. The players already edging towards A at the moment.
Ooh, Razor getting that initial peek there onto Skrieda though. Being super aggressive there, which I mean is which has been working out so far with Team Ericom.
I mean, that's the thing. If you don't punish it, it's gonna keep working.
And they're still not punishing it because Razor just got his second kill and is gonna manage to get out of that with no HP taken away from him. What is this? So far, I'm not quite sure how Razor is managing to do this, but I mean, he's being extremely dominating in this app position right now. Not letting any of the Zonke Wi-Fi players into it, and that's a lot of map control to just kind of give up, especially if you want to go for this A side. Internet, though, is finally going to chime in, is going to take Razor out. So, 3v4 now. Does look like this execute is going out. Internet did pay a lot for that trade, though.
Yeah, fun.
And Internet sitting on 2 HP. Bostiefan just creeping around the smoke. If he was to spray through that smoke right now, would have been a quick kill there onto Internet, but this push onto the A side is still going. Kilinski in the forward position with the bomb, which is very risky, but at this page, you know, what can you do when your teammate's sitting on 2 HP? There we go, Bostiefan takes down Internet. Porky ONG chimes in, taking down Kilinski. And Team Ericom are finally going to be on a 2-round lead here, as so far it's been pretty back and forth. They haven't really managed to keep Zonke Wi-Fi from that very important comeback with the 3 rounds so far in the row. They finally just stopped their momentum. So we'll see now if they can keep it up and if they can continue to just take rounds away from Zonke here. Still extremely, so far, default from Zonke Wi-Fi. They haven't really done a full 5 push A or B.
I mean, but that's the thing we've been seeing on both sides for them. It's been quite the standard setup for them on CT, and now we're seeing it pull over towards their T side as well. It just doesn't seem like it's paying off for them as much T side as they would hope.
I mean, so far, Team Ericom just been picking them off one by one as Turbo Turtle and Meep chime in, doing exactly what I just mentioned, and Meep still going to be pushing forward, is going to run into Internet with a pistol out. Unfortunately, he was trying to switch guns for that AK, and now Internet's going to have a full B site open to him, but Boss Stefan is already on the rotate, already holding the cross with the AWP, so for Internet now, he either needs to expect this, or unfortunately just gets taken out there by Boss Stefan, which knew exactly what he needed to do in that situation. Very well played there from Team Aerocom, keeping it together, keeping it composed, regardless of the trades that were going back and forth.
I mean, now we see Zonky Wi-Fi back onto pistols with Bonky Kai buying some extra armor. An interesting buy from Team Aerocom, having rifles, AWPs, and an SMG. Meep! What the hell, my guy? 2 sprays and a molecule. That set back Zonky Wi-Fi so badly, and he just keeps going and he gets the ace. I mean, I'm on Team Meep at the moment, so I don't know about you guys.
I mean, he's definitely been making some insane plays so far. Like, extremely individualistic plays, but some really showy plays so far. Which I'm liking it. I'm liking seeing what he's been doing. I mean, the no-scopes and now the ace. What more do we need?
If he doesn't get punished for it, why should he stop?
Absolutely.
Because he just kept peeking there and he kept getting the kills.
So much damage there for Zonky Wi-Fi with just utility so far. I mean, they're taking a lot of hits now. I don't know if Meep's going to be expecting Loki in this close position. Oh my goodness gracious. Nearly gets caught out there on the jump and is actually going to manage to get away. Back to the oranges position now. So for Zonky Wi-Fi, they've got the intel. I'm not sure they're going to be expecting Porky owned in the CT position with the AWP. If they don't smoke it off, he's going to be a very difficult obstacle to get past. And already another player from Team Aerocom rotated.
And their util usage is so beautiful at the moment. They're just holding these T's off long. I mean, we're already over a minute in.
Not just that, but they're allowing their teammates to do things like what Meep has just done. Completely just jumped over oranges. Now sitting on his third. If he gets a second ace.
Oh no.
In a row.
These guys.
I don't know what that would do for their confidence, but eventually Kalinsky does take him out, and already before that Turbo Turtles stole the ace there, but that's okay.
But Meep once again got to take down 3 players, and you could see that he hasn't been punished for his crazy things. Because
he's full on confidence. He doesn't
pushing.
He's got full on confidence right now. I just watched him jump from oranges to new box and just keep going.
Maybe he's been drinking some Forgoff.
I mean, if that's what Forgoff Lager does to you, then I think everyone in chat needs to go and enter that giveaway right away.
A lot of action going on A already.
A very fast action already, but the bomb's already been taken down.
Yeah, the Zonky Wi-Fi players are fairly split, and still they are split trying to get this bomb back. The rotation's already coming in from CT side. Meep getting a kill in mid. Do they not know about Stefan on site? Skridder, show us what you've got.
I mean, a 1v2, he's already got 2 AWPers right at his position. Thankfully for him, he had an AWP. And now it's an AWP 1v1, and oh my goodness gracious, if he managed to get that flick, that would have been a clutch of a century. But Boss Stefan doing what Boss Stefan does best, getting them their match point as well.
I mean, Boss Stefan is getting some crucial kills.
Oh, definitely.
He might not be the top of the log, the complete top. He's up there though, but he's getting very crucial kills. He's not just
getting such impactful kills.
Yes.
All the kills that he's getting, like you mentioned, he might not be getting some crazy aces as Meep did, but all the kills that he's getting are extremely impactful, like taking out the Skridder already on the ramp position and still holding
Allowing Meep to do crazy Meep things. He's already pushing into Banana, taking Banana control.
I mean, Internet did manage to chime back, taking down one of the Team Ericom players, but they're still in a 3v5 situation at the moment. What do you do?
What would Meep do?
I guess they do have to ask themselves, what would Meep do? Or what would Boss Stefan do at this point to get themselves entry into the state? But
Yeah, I feel like they're peaking one by one too much, and the CC players
Ooh.
are countering it so beautifully. They're not allowing gaps for the 1-1-1 kills to work out in Zonki's favor.
we mentioned it early on that util management has to be so crucial and so precise. Zonk, oh my goodness, I'm actually not sure how, but Boss Stefan managed to just kind of have a little bit of a shot there with Bonkakai. Does get out of it.
In the
It's still
meantime,
2v4, 1v4.
yeah,
This is
sorry, Bonky
this is
Kai.
match points. Bonkakai in a 1v4 now for match points.
He's surrounded. They've made a nice little Bonky Kai sandwich up there.
Not only that, but he's got 16 seconds. Does get the first kill onto Turbo Turtle. If he runs now to side, he will be able to get the bomb down, but still has 3 players to deal with. He's not going for bomb plant. He's going for the kills, and Meep is going to take him out, getting his last kill for the round. Sitting on 26 for 18, Meep has done Meep things, and that's going to be Team Ericom taking the win for tonight's round 4 for them.
I refuse to make another prediction.
Yeah, I think we should not ask predictions anymore, because so far
We'll ask the chat for predictions.
I think next time we should ask the chat, but so far I think you and I have been completely wrong. I don't know if we've been just dealing out some sections of Caster's Curse tonight, but it's just not working out for us.
No. I refuse to make another prediction. I refuse.
Alright, but before we go into the break, just another reminder, you guys might be sick of me saying this or not, but either way, it's a great giveaway. Go check out the RES Esports page. There is a giveaway currently for 2 cases of Forklift Lager, 2 winners, 2 cases of Forklift Lager in this heat. I mean, definitely go into that. But we'll be back with you guys shortly. Right. Welcome back to those of you who are just joining us, or for those of you who have managed to stay through all 3 maps so far.
You
We
are
are going
troopers.
Yeah, you guys are troopers. Well done to you. Thank you for keeping us company. We are going into the knife round. We have Semper, Point of Sales versus Ligbron. And Pickle, as usual, you will take us through the rosters, kindly.
We on Ligbron, I assume it's Ligbron Academy. We have Stitch, Reborn, BRT, the Smurf, Lizzie, and Killer Ghost Maverick. What an interesting name we have there. Then playing for Semper Pause, we have Difey, Jackalope, that's cool, Sortbox, Pac-Man, and Zonix. There I would just put an N into the name and make it Snortbox. Listen to me. Okay, Sortbox, listen to me. Take my advice. Make your name Snortbox, please.
Snotbox Sorter.
Yes.
Goodness gracious. I mean, could you have any more of a tongue twister of a name? Alright, but for the side, yeah, they will be, I believe it's Lichbron that won the knife round there? Yes, looks like it. So they will be able to pick sides, and we've already got Semper Point of Sales taking out Vertigo, so no fear, no foul there. We won't be seeing a Vertigo tonight. But I just don't want to see one of the 3 normal culprits. I want to see something other than those.
Nuke.
Nuke's already out. Nuke's already out. I feel like, as you said, Lichbrong heard you and they were like, nope, not for you tonight.
Okay, train.
No, don't say that! They just took out Train! Pickle! Please!
Okay.
Don't say anything.
Dust.
Oh, I see. Now that you've realized your powers, well, it's not gonna work. So Overpass is out next, and I mean, that leaves what? Dust, Inferno, Mirage? Yeah, the three culprits. I mean, at least just not another Inferno. We've just seen Inferno. Let's see something else. Hey, we're gonna have a Dust tonight. Our first Dust of the night.
Way too excited. I mean,
At least it's not Inferno again.
Dust is just afgesaag. I love the moment they took it out of the map pool and hated it back.
I wish it would be Cash, but we haven't had a replacement just yet. But yeah, I'm not necessarily a big fan of Dust, but I mean, it's better than repeating the same map.
No, you can't after the update. It's still not in the map pool.
Yes,
Sorry,
the players just having some banter and chat saying that they can go to Cash instead of Dust too. As much as we wish it is not so. So I'm curious if Lichbrong is going to start on CD side, T side. For me, like, I definitely prefer the T side on most maps, but on Dust, weirdly enough, I like CD. And you, Pickle? You don't have to say whether it's T side or CD side. Just what do you like?
I like the advantage that mid has, being so open for both CT and T side.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, it usually ends up being CT getting an advantage over one team getting an immediate advantage in the first couple of seconds in the game. Even if you don't kill a player crossing, you can still take them down quite a bit on their HP just by that player crossing mid and someone else watching it. So the mid is, I like the mid on this map.
Do you like the mid on this map as a terrorist or counter-terrorist? It was very skillful avoiding of my question, but I'm still going to ask my question. T or T, that's all you need to say.
You should have been a lawyer. Like, really. You're killing me over here. I'm trying to dance around your question.
I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm seeing how you're just taking this wonderful story around not answering my question, but question remains.
This map.
T side or CT? What is CT? T side. Okay, T side. So we've got a T side, we've got a CT side lover. I'm not going to ask you predictions. I don't want this tonight. No. No predictions.
I vote for the chicken.
Yes, the chickens will win. Maybe that will be the only way that we have an objective map so far. It just seems like some sort of technical difficulty. Not quite sure why we're not. The Delta's also a T-sided player. Okay. So we've got two T-sides and one CT side. Fantastic.
I love the spawns on this map. If I play T-side on this map as IGL or as a solo queuer, I like playing off of the spawns. Your spawn makes such a big difference as a T-sided player on this map in ways that I do not necessarily feel about other maps. Like that would be a B spawn. Or you get a random spawn, then you go for mid control or sanitizer.
Look, I mean, Dust 2 is always going to be your classic Counter-Strike map, regardless of what version of Counter-Strike. I mean,
this is definitely the map you want to see a lot of basic.
Yeah, this is the map that's gone through the ages, and they've paid homage to it in previous updates, and it is as it is. It's the most standard map in terms of we have three essential sectors of the map. We've got A side, we've got B side, and we've got middle. And middle obviously can go either A or B. It's pretty standard. It's great for new players, and it's a great learning map. So we do see that Lichtblong is going to start on the CT side. Semper POS is just starting out a little bit slower. I think there was a little bit of confusion of whether or not it was live or not. We do see a pause coming through.
I see the sides are a problem at the moment.
Does seem like they just had a bit of a struggle. So, I mean, for those of you who are just joining us, this is a corporate league, so most of these teams are made out of, your employees and maybe one or two usual players, casual players, competitive players. Either way, though, so for some of them, this is their first competitive experience. So these kind of issues are genuinely expected.
While we have these issues, I just want to say, guys, I entered the Qualifiers competition. I literally took you guys play by play into the competition. So please, you saw how easy it is, even for me. So please do enter the competition. Or don't. No, don't enter the competition so that I can get the Qualifiers. What do you think, Yes?
I mean, I don't know how quickly you turned that around. Maybe you should have been the lawyer. I thought initially she was going for some sort of reverse psychology, but then definitely not. Maybe.
I aim to confuse.
You've done so. For those of you in chat, though, listen to her. Please enter the competition.
Or don't.
It's a great chance. It's a great chance to get two possible cases of Qualifiers. Not all for yourself. It will be two winners. So definitely go check out the Ria's Facebook page. Go check out the original post. All the steps will be there. All the information will be there. And you can sit and look at that very nice photo of Qualifiers and why you want to be drinking on it for the summer. Either way, though, we are finally going into our first round. As I mentioned, Lichtblong is starting out on the CT side. It does seem, though, like Semper POS is going for this mid-rush, just straight up. Lizzie does take one down. BRT is going to chime in, and now we've got two players down for Semper POS. These Deagles are chiming in. BRT still just tapping away at heads with that USP. And BRT has just gotten himself a third kill. Maybe the fourth. Definitely the fourth. Nice.
He was so aggressive there, and it completely paid off for him.
Not just that, but he was. I mean, as we mentioned, Chris clean locks, boys. Just really good shots there from BRT. Extremely well played. And I mean, Lichtblong didn't even get a chance to do anything. They just had one of their players just go absolutely mental.
We see an interesting buy coming for Lichtblong with a force up and a save and a P90 and a pistol and.
I'm not sure if it's miscommunication, but either way, Stitch Reborn's going to get 2 kills so far with the P90. Does have his teammate close by to back him up, but so far is saving it. Going in again, getting a third. I don't know how he hasn't been punished so far for this, but he's still going. Chasing down his fourth. Lizzie does steal it away from him and gets the last kill, but I mean, for Stitch Reborn there, he definitely went on to get as many kills as he could, making himself as much money as he could, and already upgrading to that AUG. So, you were just literally talking about how weird the buy was, and now it's just worked out for them.
Indeed.
And she's
So
speechless.
I mean, that P90 is just like you don't know what to do. Once again, that movement is weird. It's just bullets flying at you.
And there's no bullet drop. I mean, there's no punishment for weird movements with the P90. You can literally just spray and pray. And spray and pray Jackalope did as he takes down BRT, netting himself the numbers advantage now, but the HP advantage so far for Semper PS has been extremely low. I mean, we've already got 3 players just tapped away, and Lizzie taking down Sort Blocks, Pac-Man and Jackalope just going down to Smurf, and so far the conversion here from Lichbong has been completely dominating. Davey is going to get the kill onto Killer Ghost Maverick, so now B-side is open, but Lizzie's on the flank.
I mean, Lichbron I feel like they're being a bit over aggressive, and it's something you don't need from a CT side. And
on Dust, especially.
They are paying for it.
And just like that, I mean, a round that should have been, Lichbron's third round has very quickly turned into a retake, which Lizzie is going to make quick work of as she takes down Zonix, and now just Davey left to defend this round and get Semper POS their first round of this match so far. Lizzie swings wide, is going to get taken out, but Smurf gets the trade, gets the headshot, gets the defuse, as he does at least have a kit and enough time. But that was very, very easily almost going to be Semper POS's first round.
Actually, if you asked me mid-round who was going to win, I would not have predicted that it was going to be Lichbron. But that retake was beautiful.
I mean, just exactly what they needed. I honestly thought it was Semper POS's round. And again, Caster's Curse. If I think it, it won't be.
Oh, accidentally Davey gets Stitch Reborn there. He wasn't too sure what he was hooking onto, but he does get the kill. That was sorry. That was quite funny. Okay, now Semper Pass sitting with 5 V3 players. I mean, if they just thought this round should be theirs. On paper, this round should be theirs, but I think tonight we've realized things do not work out the way it should on these games. Davey gets another kill with his card gun, making it a 3v1. Davey takes... That was... I don't know what to say. That was chaos. It worked. Semper Pass had the numbers. They used it to their advantage, and they took the round.
I mean, I agree with you there. I don't exactly know what to say about that either. Apparently, chaos just works for Semper POS, and I guess if they want to keep going, they just have to do exactly what they just did.
Now,
which
this
I'm
has
still
to
not
be
sure
a
about.
miscommunication, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You've got a M4, a Deagle, a USB, an MP7, and an MP9 for Lichtborn.
I mean, Lizzie and BRC just didn't have the money at that stage. I mean, even Killer Ghost Maverick, he's just barely getting on that MP9 train. So for them, I agree with you, it must have been a miscommunication.
Davey knows by now they're going to push mid. He held that beautifully. He's adapted his playstyle. I mean, look at this aggressive CT. They're already halfway up the map. And
I'm really not quite sure why they keep doing this round and round again. I mean, at this point, you need to know that Semper POS have exactly all the information that they need, and BRT getting a beautiful shot there onto Salt Blocks. Goodness gracious. Zonix has just managed to stay in the exact same position, getting kill after kill. He has not moved an inch, but the CTs keep running at him, just like Smurf did to Pac-Man. What is happening? They have the bomb dropped in middle, but they're still over-aggressing this.
I know I said earlier if you have to ask, you're not allowed. But am I allowed to say that this is not a deathmatch?
I mean, you've basically just did that. So. Well, regardless of my answer, you've just did it.
I didn't say it. I just asked the question. I mean, Semper Pause has realized what's going on, and they are punishing the CT for their aggressive plays.
That was a beautiful shot there from Sotblock. Sorry to interrupt you
No.
there. Just running out long with an AWP, no fear. And I mean, if you look at their buy, I'm asking the same question as you. Why is Lichtbrong not changing it up? Oh my goodness gracious.
Getting a smoke spray there. Some beautiful.
BRT is sitting on his second kill so far. If it wasn't for that AWP shot there from Saltblocks, he probably would have gone on to get his third with the Deagle. So I mean, he's making all the money he needs to. So hopefully in the next round they will be able to buy up. But again, I don't agree with this pistol force. They should have done a full saviors, because still you have all your players but BRT because of those kills now sitting below 2k, but Softbox gets the 180 onto Stitch and goes for the no-scope against Killer Ghost, getting them their third round for Semper POS, also netting himself a 4k in one round.
I have to also note another thing. I'm sorry. But Lichtbron is doing all these weird things that they are technically not really supposed to do. If you look at a CT side, a standard setup for CT side.
Definitely
but
not.
Somehow, they still end up in 1v1, 2v2 situations.
I think it's just a case of that, you know, Lichtbrong isn't realizing their mistakes, and so far they're still just pushing it. I mean, you've just said it yourself. Semper POS know exactly what Lichtbrong are going to do. I mean, look at Pac-Man spraying through the smoke. He has full understanding that there's going to be some aggression there. I mean, Lizzie getting that bomb down. But again, just like clockwork, Stitch Reborn pushing tunnels time and time again, which is why they have the player there, Simper! Managers! I don't even have words for that. No scopes, trades, flanks, just left with BRT to defend this bomb side. 1v2 at the moment with a third player very shortly coming, and Dafy gets the AWP shot there onto BRT. Very, very well played there by Semper. I'm lost for words.
Hello, Ice Cream Man, number 43. I'd like to meet Ice Cream Man, number 42 as well. Giving a shout out for Dave. Slaat hom soos 'n stiefkind. Okay. GG guys, first win, sun's out, orbs out. Hello, Ice Cream Man, and welcome to the chat.
And welcome to everyone who might just be joining us. This is round 4 of the corporate league for hosted there by Reace and sponsored by Fadsec, Fork of Lager, Reace Accounting, and jammed.co.za. So please go check them out. But going into this, Semper PO is going for a very fast B push right now.
It looks like... I don't know what it looks like. Stuff is happening.
It's a very good costing move. Stuff is happening, guys.
They've got sight, but they aren't able to get the bomb plant at this moment.
Again, just as complete aggression there from Lichtbrong. They can't do anything. It's finally working out for them. This ridiculous aggression. What the hell was that from Smurf?
I don't know why they are so aggressive, but they're 4 for 4. So
I don't know if Lichtbrong has just thrown the strat book out the window and said, you know what, let's have fun. Let's get a couple P90s. Let's maybe get an AWP here and there. Get a couple rifles. And let's just go for it at this point. You know, let's just have fun. Let's W and shoot and point and click. That's all we need to do tonight, guys.
Well, I don't know what strat book you're talking about. I have no knowledge of this book. Maybe one day I'll receive it.
Oh, maybe BRT's got it, but he's opting to just take the head off Pac-Man there. Lizzie very close with that AWP is going to take out Sot blocks, and now just 3v5. I mean, damage has been done, but goodness gracious. So far, this aggression from Lichtbrong is now, for some reason, catching Semper off guard. Oh, this long push. Davey, sorry, is gonna get Killer Ghost Maverick there. I'm not quite sure why we were pushing top mid, but either way though, Semper seems to be gaining their ground a bit. Zonic should have the skill onto Lizzie as she was extremely low from that mid aggression there. That being said, as he gets it, where do you go from this? There's 52 seconds on the clock. They're still sitting in T-spawn at this point, because that seems to be the only safe place there from Lichbrong at the moment, as they are just trying to take so much map control so early on. Davey taking a shot there at Stitcher Born. I thought for a second he's going for the knife, gets the shot, and now they know exactly where the other player is. Takes out Smurf, and now only BRT left in a 1v3 to clutch it out for them. He has the information that they're going to go A, so he should be here on time to stop it. The flash comes in. Jackalope is completely blind, and that is the bomb down. 19 seconds left. He knows where the other players are coming from. He should have this. Davey gets taken out, and Zonic's only one left alive, and is going to take out BRT and is going to stop his reign of terror as we do go into our 10th round and our 4th round for Lichbrong. Our 5th round for Semper. But 4v5?
Yeah, that's my whole thing there. Once again, stuff was happening that you'd not usually see. Stuff we don't necessarily understand. But still, the players are going down to 1v1 situations. And it's still quite evenly spaced. I mean, we see another strange buy from Lichbron, with BRT being the only player that only has a pistol. Already 2 CT players being taken down. Pac-Man is pushing A, not being contested at the moment on long. The rotations are starting to come in from CT now. But Semperpos is just all over the map at the moment. I don't think CT knows what to do with themselves. Swordbox already... Another round for Semperpos. Buys. Once again.
The buys are interesting. That's so far what we said for Lichbrong is that they've definitely just opted to just force it out every single round. I mean, similarly to Voxcom IT earlier, they also just were forcing it out every single round on CT side. With this new economy they have the chance to, but you're running up against ACCE. Surely you want a bit more firepower than an MP9 or a Deagle
Or an AUG
or a
without
UMP.
armor.
Or to be fair, like only 3 of the Lichbrong players at this point have full armor and helmet and Kevlar. BRT is just sitting on armor. Lizzie gets taken out with that early aggression again. Semper Pios is just expecting this. Sotblocks almost gets taken out. Sotblocks almost takes out Stitch Reborn there as he's on 23 HP. That Kobe should have been all she wrote. And again, Zonix expecting full expectation there for Killigo's Maverick on the flank. And again, just 2v4. Just Semper Pio is so clinically taking out all the Lichbrong players so far because they know to expect this aggression. And now BRT might have gotten a beautiful shot there onto Davey, but he's on the wrong side, and he's got Zonix to deal with in middle. Woo! Very close there, but Zonix is gonna come out strong and win that 1v1, taking us to our 7th round now for Semper POS.
I'm gonna predict this. So this is gonna be an uneven and strange buy for Lichbron. And then we've got 2 AWPs and 3 rifles for Semperpos. The 2 AWP setup is quite interesting on a T side, but as we all know, Dust is an AWP map. BRT getting an early pick, he moved from short, getting 2 picks in long. He is punishing those just rampant long picks that they've been getting away with the past couple of rounds. This change might be something that they needed. I mean, a slight change in strategy, and it looks like it's going to pay off for them. But now, once again, Semperpos knows if they just stay empty long enough, they'll get picks. And it's about to happen.
I mean, so far we've already just got 2 players left. They, at this point, in terms of economy, they're sitting pretty, so they can just go for this. But they've literally getting sandwiched at this point. We've got 3... Oh my goodness, great shot there from BRT, and now just Sonic's left on 50 HP. to survive. That's all we want at this point. Maybe get a few extra kills, just some extra money. Biotti actually manages to miss the shot. Enough time though with the distraction there from Lizzie and Tunnels and Stitch Reborn.
BLT making that 4K look quite easy with it all.
I mean, to be fair, it was easy. I mean, most of the shots that he got were the players were looking at his other teammates. He's just been posting all the angles so far because that's all he's had to do. You know,
I hope to see him playing long again. That change definitely. No, if he heard me, he's going short.
Well, I mean, maybe Semper Pios also heard you because they're also 4 stacking long at this point. All the flashes coming through and 4 players already out. So if they keep this momentum up, they might get a pretty easy A site. I say that as 2 of the other players have just rotated though. So now, as long as they keep it calm and they just take these peaks, they might be able to still get this A site. They're completely committed now though. Lizzie taking such a fight and actually managing to get out of it with 2 HP. What?
Dokolosi is voting for Semper, and then show close from Ice Cream Man. I'm thinking that is from the Kobe that he saw.
Very close. Biotti again with that AWP though. You wanted to see it and he's playing long.
Wow.
Getting a nice shot there onto shot block.
Ooh, he's got to be fastest AWPer there.
Oh! Nearly
Ooh.
got the third there, but Davey finally stopping him. But Biotti got a very nice shot there onto Pac-Man, a nice headshot there. But the bomb in long. 3 players left. Davey has to get a 1v3. I mean, Lizzie's on 2 HP, so it's doable, but so much.
I don't know where the bomb is. It doesn't seem.
Well, they should have a general inclining now, as they've literally just covered the rest of the map. Which Lichbrong, you know, Lichbrong doing Lichbrong things at this point. Oh, he hears Stitch. Maybe this is the no scope we've been waiting for.
Ooh!
Finally, I didn't curse something.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, finally. But I mean, that being said, this is just going to be a save for Davey. I mean, at least taking an AWP into this next round. He's doing some crazy work here for Semper Pios. He's sitting on 17 kills, which is only second to BRT at this point. Also both AWPing legends at this stage on the server. So for them right now, both star players for their teams. I mean, there's a few players that are struggling right now. There's a few players that are just kind of doing the bare minimum, but Lichbrong still just so aggressive early on, getting so much map control that I have to ask you, what do you think Semper can do to change it?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know what's happening at the moment. I mean, usually just hanging back with an aggressive CT team like this, you'd get your picks and you'd be able to push aside. And it worked out for them for a couple of rounds, but now I'd honestly just say Semper must bunch together a bit more than they have in the last couple of rounds, because they've been allowing themselves to be picked off by the aggressive players.
Maybe just hold a default, cover each other's backs, get the trades that you need to, and keep going. Like, pay it no mind.
I mean, they've got bomb pushing alone into uppers. They know the players push uppers quite early. One by one, they all die. They are now just... Ooh, nice shot by Swordbox there.
I mean, Swarf just pushing up all the way to top mid, getting that kill onto Pac-Man, as Pac-Man should. He shouldn't have expected it, but Sotblock's getting a nice shot there onto Stitch Reborn, and that's going to open up a little bit of space, except when Lizzie does Lizzie things and gets a beautiful headshot there onto Sotblocks. And now 2 players here on the CT side holding this bomb site, and Jackalope in a 1v3 puts Lizzie down to 1 HP, but with 10 seconds left, there's no way for him to go but to just save this. I mean, Lizzie really coming through there for Lichbrong, getting a very ridiculous headshot there to just stop the push completely. I mean, Jackalope had no chance there.
Yeah, I feel like Semperpas is not punishing Lichbrong for their strange things. And it's paying off for Lichbrong. They're not being punished for it. So
I don't know why they're not punishing it, because they seem to have gotten control of their aggression quite early on. I mean, we had them leading for 4 rounds in a row, losing a round, then still picking up another 3 rounds, and Swordblocks just ran through straight middle with a Tech 9. Almost all the way into CT, and now just P90 battles happening on the B side for the half points. I mean, of all the things to expect at half point, this is not one of them.
as Ice Cream Man is saying in the chat, this is very aggressive for CT. Pos must just go for picks. And he's also saying that Dave se rug is seker al seer van die carry.
I would agree with you there, because I mean, the poor guy is still sitting on 17 for 9, which is the highest in his team. Second to that is Sotblocks with 14, so definitely doing a lot of work. Sonics, though, just open up the B bomb side, but I'm not sure if they're going to be expecting Killer Goes Maverick on the flank here. We do see the 3 players on the CT side.
They should know, because they should know that
Someone should be checking this, but no one is. And he's going to be able to walk up on Zonix, get a free kill, and now still just walking. Not checking his corners, though, so Davey's going to take him out. But Jackalope is still sitting on this nice, very aggressive angle, is going to take down BRT. Davey's going to chime in and take out Smurf on the flank as well. And that's going to be a 7-8 half, actually in favor of Semperpos. As much as we were trying to understand why they aren't, punishing Lechbrong for their extreme aggressiveness, they are managing to get out of this half with 1 round advantage.
I'm thinking of I think it's the Power Rangers song. Expect the unexpected.
I think you're pretty much right. And with that, we see a short push there. So we've got 1 player towards long, but 4 players committing to the short push. So we've got 3 CTs that need to hold this angle. This angle is extremely hard to take, especially with USPs. Davey chimes in, takes down Lizzie. And now the flanks are coming in again as Jackalope wraps around. BRT, though, turns around, takes his head off, and is running. He's running in middle with the bomb, taking shots, taking fire, and he doesn't pay it no mind. He's still pushing this.
He does not care.
He does not care. He's got a Glock and he's ready to take it on. Is going to get taken out there by Davey, though, because the bomb was spotted, the call was made, and now even though they've got A side control, they have to recover the bomb. And they don't really have the HP to be taking these kind of back and forth fights. So now Killer Ghost, first one to try and get the bomb down, does tag down Zonix to 20 HP, but himself gets tagged down. Smurf chimes in, gets the trade, but still, so much work that needs to be done. 40 seconds left. The bomb is
alone.
The bomb is running solo with the. So much chaos. I actually don't know how to cast it. Either way, though, Davey now 28 seconds left, has to clutch it. He has to ace clutch it if he wants to win it. For Semperpos, already on his 4th kill now. 48 HP. He's got the HP advantage. He's got the bomb. He's got the time. Smurf at this point needs to get a lucky headshot.
No armor, 18 HP.
9 seconds left.
Knowing how Davey plays, I think he's going to take this one.
He's giving all the sound cues away. He doesn't have time to plant the bomb. And he's going to get the ace. Davey, you crazy man. I don't understand. He has just solidified himself as the top player on the entire server now with 24 kills for 9 deaths. Sitting on a KD of 2.6, which is by far the highest on the server so far. I mean,
this man must show me how to carry.
These pistol rounds tonight have just been extremely ridiculous so far.
Coming in for CT.
I mean, he just got an ace. He just got an ace with the pistol. I think he can do what he wants at this point. A lot of mid-aggression again.
I haven't seen the PP Bison in a while.
I mean, it worked out.
Down.
He takes a second.
He's just so aggressive right now. He's just going for it. He's feeding it. He's going for it. And he gets to take down players 1 by 1. Finally, he gets punished. But Zonix and Jackalope were fairly low there. And they got taken down really quickly by Smurf. They made some good money. Now we see a AWP, SMG, 2 AKs, and a... Yes. I've lost the word ESL. A scout.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A scout.
No, I was trying to see what you were going to say. SSG, Scout, Scoot.
Scoot.
Scoped weapon. Anything really would have worked. It's fine, now you'll never forget that name ever again. But, I mean, talk about confidence. Lichbrom have just taken short. Completely.
Oh, at this point, they know the CT is on pistols, and they just get to take them down.
No, absolutely.
They're
I mean, all
so
they have to
spread
do
out.
is just run with it. I mean, Pac-Man actually manages to take Lizzie down. She was extremely low though, so for him, he's gonna trade up to an AK. And it does seem though that they're gonna try and just get another kill, maybe save another AK.
But they do get another kill because they are. Lichbrom is so aggressive in their plays, even in their afterplants.
They're getting exactly, pretty much exactly what they need, but they need to be aware of this this flank here from Killer Ghost. And Jackalope is aware. I mean, so much. Pac-Man actually manages to get Stitch Reborn. If they can get, if only they could have gotten that kill earlier on, they could have gone for the retake. But the time was just on the side of Lichbrom. They played it as they needed to. I mean, as much as we're complaining about this extreme aggression that's not being led up there by Lichbrom, it's working out for them so far. Semper is struggling. The rounds that they are winning, they're not winning easily. You know, they're winning at extreme cost, at extreme sacrifices of players, so that their economy is just not withstanding anything at this point.
It's the same thing we saw earlier with Meat. If you don't punish someone for something, they're gonna keep doing it, and they are gonna keep working for them. And we see that with Lichbrom at the moment. They're doing weird things. They're not being punished for it. It's working for them, so they keep doing it. And they are getting the rounds to prove it.
They're doing exactly what they need to right now, and we've got Lichbrom on this long control. They've completely committed to the side. All the players from Lichbrom are on this side, and they're finally going to be able to get the bomb down quite easily, but Sotblocks gets a ridiculous shot there onto Stitch Reborn, and now it's the 3v3, equal terms, equal gunfights, but Zonix sitting on a USP. Oh, so much trade just coming back and forth. And now it's still a 2v2, but still Zonix just with the USP. They should opt to save this. They should opt to try and rescue one of the guns that have been dropped at this point. And that will be the 10th round there for Lichbrom. As the AWPer goes down, Zonix does manage to take down Smurf for a bit of extra cash, but gets immediately traded out there by Killer Ghost. And another round there for Lichbrom. And as much as it's extremely close, each round, 1v1s, 2v1s, left with one or two players alive, for the side of Lichbrom, they can afford this. They can afford to have these fights, because it's much easier for terrorists to buy up than it is for counter-terrorists to buy up.
And the thing is, these players seem to be favoring the SMGs and the scouts and the cheaper weapons. So they don't seem to care that they can't buy an AK. So if they lose a player and that player needs to buy an SMG, it's going to work out for them anyway.
I mean, Lichbrom just doing what Lichbrom needed to. For that entire CT push there, they only lost one player, which is exactly what you need. You can't have unnecessary deaths in favor of the CT side, especially when they're just trying to get a little bit of extra cash for a throwaway round.
No,
so
that
Lichbrom,
is not the kind of round you want to lose as a T-sided player.
And Lichbrom aren't losing these rounds. I mean, at this point, every single player is just hitting the shots that they need to on this T side. Definitely a T-sided kind of team. Oh, BRT spraying what I believe was through smoke there. Oh no, through a flash there. But goodness gracious. Either way,
you can see the aggressive playstyle in the T side as well as the CT side. And on the T side, it is working so well for them. They are just flat out rushing, pushing, forcing their way onto site.
Just going for it, but Semper Bios is so good. So good with these retakes. Davey just getting the kills after kills. Stitch Reborn finally taking him down. Gets the second kill. Stop blocks! Actually misses the shot! Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. That was a lot closer. That was too close. My heart
Dave-
couldn't handle that.
Dave is asking, what is going on?
I feel like most of us are asking this question. This has been one of the most confusing games that I've ever casted.
I have to completely agree with you there. Let's see. It's 9-9. Semper's got this. BRT has got Sean 3 times. Maybe Pause needs to shut that down. Yes, I completely agree with you there.
I think for Semper as well, they're also just completely confused as to what Lefbrong is doing at this point. But either way, though, as much of a chaos as each round is turning out to be, the rounds themselves are still close. The scoreline is still 10-11, and Pac-Man in such a good position now is going to take out Smurf, but he's going to have 4 players to deal with almost immediately. At least the rotates are in as Lizzie, doing some great work there, turns around, takes down Sword Blocks for that early aggression there. And now, this A-side take is going to be completely in the hands of Lefbrong. Just 2 players left for the retake. One of them has a swag 7, which means not a lot of range, and really just not helping their chances at all of this retake. Lizzie, again, still going on, napping a 3rd kill there. And Zonix, getting pushed, is going to get taken out.
As much chaos as we are experiencing this as, Lefbrong is playing together. They are getting those trades in. They are covering each other.
Exactly, and I think that's why, even though so much chaos is happening, we're still getting relatively even rounds, because their teamwork is helping them just turn the rounds into their favor. There's a B push here, but we've got one of the Semper boys pushing up, getting that initial kill there, and has taken the bomb down, so a lot of information now as they still push on for this B take. We've got 2 players, Lizzie just taking so much damage, but does take down Backman.
Fearless.
And still Sonics. She spots Sonics out at the bottom of the smoke there, so she's completely just taken all the kills there from this B entry. And now, again, such a quick entry, such a quick bomb plant. It's just, there's too much shenanigans at this point going on for Lefbrong that Semper just can't keep up. I mean, in 30 seconds we had the bomb go down.
Yeah, it's like a pistol round every round.
Pretty much. With guns. And now we're getting a knife chase.
Jackalope did not agree, and BRT punishes him for it.
And you can see that Lefbrong,
I will kill you.
you can see that Lefbrong are not really feeling the pressure, I'd say. I mean, if BRT is so comfortable that he's willing to chase a Lefbrong player out of tunnels into spawn with his knife out, you know that they're feeling comfortable, they're feeling confident. The comms right now are pretty chilled. They're pretty happy with where they're sitting, and they're pretty happy with how these rounds are going, as they should be. Such massive leads so far for Lefbrong. Every time they've won a round, they've managed to keep converting it into another round. Sword Blocks, however, getting 2 kills there, doing so much work now in this mid position. You mentioned it. This mid position is so powerful, just barely misses Killer Ghost because of the timing. If he had kept that scope, he probably would have made it a 3rd. Might make it now, however, just barely sees the head pass. And BRT, the flick goes, but it just misses. Ooh, just misses. And I say that, but BRT is still holding this position. He wants it. He wants the kill. Lizzie, though, gets taken out there by Jackalope with this A defense going strong. Killer Ghost Maverick taken down to 6 HP, finished off with that USP, and now just BRT with this AWP and 5 Semper POS players to kill. Takes down Jackalope, but immediately gets traded there by the P90 from Pac-Man. And that's going to be Semper POS turning it around once again, but that's the first round so far that they've done it without a massive cost or massive sacrifice.
I have to say that was a really strong and a good round for Semper. And still Jackalope ends up with a deagle. Let's hope he uses that to his advantage and shows us why it's a hand cannon.
I mean, just Lizzie now just feeling the confidence from Sword Blocks earlier. She gets her first very good AWP entry there on long. So she's doing what she needs to. She's left the AK, now she's just got the AWP and she's taking the kills that she needs to.
Lizzie is a force at the moment. She's getting those injuries. She's getting the kills.
She's putting in the work that she needs to for Lichtbrong to win this. And now this A-side take, I mean, 5 players. This is a full commitment here from Lichtbrong, and I don't know if they're going to be expecting shot blocks through the smoke. Gets the kill onto Smorf, and now converts it into a second. Still hasn't been punished. Stitch tapping away, and Sunblock's actually coming out of it. Manages to get the USP, almost gets the 4th. If he gets this, I don't know what to say.
Well done. That was... Yes. Snortbox definitely had some... You really should change his name to Snortbox, please. Snortbox, please. But his fingers were so quick there.
I said I don't know what to say.
I don't often hear you without words, yes.
He should have died after the first kill. I don't know how
I shouldn't even have gotten the first kill.
I mean, we've been saying... I guess this is what Lichtbrong deserves, you know? They've been pushing through smokes and being super aggressive, and now they just got it given back to them in 2 folds. Ooh, that shot there from Stopblocks onto BRT. That's going to be the AWP taken down. It's going to be quickly picked up there by Lizzie. Let's see if she can take on the mantle and get this trade.
Oh, she has been stepping it up, so...
She's been stepping it up tremendously for her team. But still, Stopblocks has been so powerful on this mid position with this AWP. Just barely misses the head there, but Pac-Man is going to take Lizzie out now. So that's going to be that initial long push, just slowed down. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Stopblocks has just managed to see the head. Why?
They're so split at the moment. I mean, there's no potential for trades.
Ghost Maverick has just crouch walked all the way onto short. He didn't stop. I'm not sure if he thought that the CTs wouldn't be able to see him, but Stopblocks definitely spotted him out there. Either way, though, that's going to be a free kill for him, and now Smorf left with 4 HP actually manages to take down Pac-Man with a beautiful headshot there. But still, 4 HP. You cannot be in a more difficult situation. Zonex is going to take him out.
Did Smorf just try and go for the knife? Or is it just me?
Yep, he did. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to be getting another knife for tonight. I say that, though, hoping that I'm going to be proven
trying so hard
wrong.
to give us a knife. Come on.
I say that to be proven wrong, but just to give a bit of notice there to BRT, he's sitting on 35 kills at the moment. He's really working hard for his team, as is Lizzie sitting on 23. And this B push is coming in so aggressively. Davey manages to take down Smorf, but the bomb should be going down. Stitch can just jump down off the platform, but Softbox getting a beautiful headshot there is going to manage to get a second. How is he not getting traded again? BRT eventually getting taken out, covered there by Jackalope, but now they've got the bomb down. Still just 1 player on the B side that they need to find and take out if they want to make this their 14th round.
They've got...
Jackalope. Beautiful headshot there. I'm not quite sure at this stage where I should be putting focus on.
I know what to say.
Go ahead.
Stuff is happening.
Stuff is definitely happening. I think that's pretty much sums up this whole match so far. I'm still not quite sure how you're sitting.
Minister van Verdediging.
I mean, there we go.
In the chat.
There we go. I don't really know how the rounds are as close as they are. Zonix and Pac-Man doing what they need to do with that auto cannon on long. Pac-Man just getting the kills that he needs to, sitting on a 2k, is still peeking this, is still fighting this. And at the moment, Lichtbrong just can't deal with it. BRT finally getting that. He finally gets that scout shot there, but still so much work to do. They still got 3 players that they need to take out. And they don't really have the gunfire for it.
Dave, you're really coming in with a wrap through T-spawn. Let's see how far he pushes. But I mean... Oh, nice shot by Jackalope there. What a headshot.
And Subblocks is just going to finish it off. I mean, that's the 15th round. That's the 15th round.
From what I've been seeing from Lichtbrand, I still would not put overtime out of our heads. I mean, they still got a chance.
They definitely still have a chance, but I mean, just as we mentioned that BRT have definitely pulled up his socks, as has Lizzie. Subblocks just got his 30th kill, so Now it's just up to the other teams. I mean, Davey still has a chance to get his 30th. Just 3 kills away, and Softbox gets a beautiful shot there, early shot there onto Stitch Reborn. And again, that early numbers advantage is coming through for them. Not getting traded out. I mean, he's got such low HP. He's literally on 3 HP. Lizzie just needs to tap him, but Softbox manages to get the headshot through the wall, and still, with 3 HP, he is not being punished.
So he's not backing off.
He's having a fantastic round already. 3 HP, 3 kills. Maybe looking for the 4th if he gets the flick. BRT with a great movement there is going to manage to finally take him out. But, like, again, these trades.
2 kills extra after having his HP taken down so low. He's playing such a beautiful mid position there.
As I said, 3 HP, 3 kills. What more do you need from him? And now a 2v4 situation for match point. Semper POS on match point. They just need one more round, and then it's that first shot goes through. Smurf gets taken out. Only BRT left with 15 HP. He has been the star player so far for Lichtbrong, but it's not enough, and Jackalope is going to take him out. And that's actually going to be match points and the win for Semper POS. Definitely not what I expected, but also
GG.
This whole match hasn't been what we expected, has it?
Expect the unexpected.
That, I mean, the whole of tonight has just been unexpected. So far, for those of you who are still in chat, thank you so much for supporting the stream and for supporting these players. This has been a handful of the Re-Ace Corporate League. I'm lost for words. Pickled, would you like to say something at this point?
That was some interesting scenes we saw tonight. Especially the last game. I think it kept us on our toes, but really well played by all the teams. We definitely saw some interesting plays, some beautiful plays. I mean, if we look at the second map, Meep, I don't know, I'm a Meep fan. I'm on Team Meep.
I mean,
yeah.
Definitely an interesting game. I mean, who would you rate as your player of the night?
Meep.
Meep, 100%.
I vote for Meep.
I feel like there were so many players that just did so many things.
But
I mean,
also,
Boss Stefan was there, Lizzie
Yes.
came through, BRT came through. We had some of the players from Voxcom IT come through earlier, and from pretty much every single team had a star player, or had 2 star players at least. So I'm not going to answer that question. But for those of you in chat, thank you so much again for staying with us. Last time, I promise, but please go check out the Re-Ace Facebook page for that Fork-Off Logger giveaway. There are 2... No, definitely do. Don't listen to her. She just wants it all for herself. There are 2 crates to be given away, 2 winners, and there's a lot more giveaways normally on the Re-Ace page. So definitely go check them out. Definitely keep following them. And yes, thank you so much for watching. It's been me as Proxy. We've been streamed by Delta and Pickle, the original Pickle.
The OG Pickle. Yes,
The
thank
OG
you.
Pickle.
Yes. It was fun casting with you, as always.
It was crazy.
It was great.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, and I hope you guys have a fantastic evening further.